You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN. You are listening to Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Let's head to the field with Rodney Rodriguez. You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. You are listening to Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Let's head to the field with Rodney Rodriguez.
We welcome you to the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, a brand new season of Round Rock ISD football. And tonight it is the Westwood Warriors taking on the Eastview Patriots as we fire off another exciting season of football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Good evening, everybody. My name is Rodney Rodriguez. Looking forward to bringing you all of the action here tonight and this season. And we started off with a good battle. These two teams become the new opening game here for the Westwood Warriors taking on the Eastview Patriots, third season in a row that it'll be the Warriors and the Patriots getting set to go here in game number one. Take a look here as we get started this evening. Actually, Parents' Night as well, Senior Night, so a little bit of an odd twist right there as you get into game number one and you do have Senior Night and so forth. Great battle on hand tonight, and we are excited to bring you all of the action as Westwood comes in. Really good season last year for the Warriors. 4-6 overall, 1-6 in District 25 6A, and once again 25 6A loaded once again, looking like a very competitive district that we're going to see the battle here throughout 25 6A as the season goes on. Kind of taking a look at some of the early stuff right there. Obviously, Vandergrift at the top of the heap right there, as they have been the champions of 25 6A here for the past couple of years. But Round Rock, Cedar Ridge, Vista Ridge, that's the teams that, if you take a look at Dave Campbell's Texas football, those are the teams projected to be in the playoffs at the end of the season. I know I'm talking about playoffs, but I'm just kind of giving you a synopsis of what the district looks like this year. But the other teams in the district, with Westwood right here, Manor, McNeil, Stony Point, all of those teams improved, and this should be a battle down to the wire. Don't count anybody out yet. Obviously not tonight, as we are just getting started here with game number one. We'll step aside for a moment, and we will be back and get you set and get the ball in the air as we play Texas high school football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
I've always wanted an EV, but until I saw the sleek Ford Mach-E, I didn't know just how exhilarating it could be to drive one. The Mach-E is the perfect balance between power and utility. And with features like adaptive cruise control, in-dash entertainment screen, and lane monitoring, my daily commute to training is effortless. If you're looking to make the move to the Mach-E, visit Covert Ford in Austin, where you'll become part of the family. CovertFord.com.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network, Westwood and Eastview to start off an action-packed season here on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. We get set to do it once again. All your Round Rock ISD schools, all your Round Rock ISD games, all in one spot. You catch it right here on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Taking a look at the opponent tonight for Westwood, the Eastview Patriots. They come in, again, rebuilding mode here as well. And talk about a gauntlet of a district. Talking about 25-6A that we're talking about there for Westwood. You have the same thing with Eastview. Taking a look at them. They come in 1-9 from last year, 1-6 in their district campaign, but they've got some weapons. This is a team with there's a veteran quarterback. You got a junior quarterback, Ty Blair, that's going to be leading them into the contest tonight, but he's got a lot of weapons. There's a whole lot of weapons for Ty Blair with Michael Wall here and this Eastview Patriot football team. But taking a look at the district that these guys are in, when you take a look at what you have over on the other side with Westwood, you got a College Station, Georgetown, A&M Consolidated, Cedar Park, Glenn, Hendrickson, and Leander. So that is 11-5A Division I, a very stacked field there as well of competitors for the Eastview Patriots. And they'll look to start it off, a good 6A test here as they take on the Westwood Warriors here this evening at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Taking a look at your Warriors, a team last year that I talked about, huge strides last year that we saw with head coach Anthony Wood in this bunch. Really good non-district campaign, flawless non-district campaign for the Warriors, but you got into the district competition right there, and then that's where things got just a little bit tougher, and Westwood able to win one district game, but not the season, obviously, that they wanted on the district side, but vast improvement. And that's the one thing that Coach Wood will talk about, and Coach Wood talks about many, many times, is you're looking for constant improvement. And Westwood returns a lot of starters this year. So with that coming back for the Warriors, I think that you've got a good chance here for the Warriors to make some noise in 25-6A, taking a look at this. So lots of football to be played, but it all starts here tonight. And even though it's high school football season, so we're into fall. Doesn't really feel like fall. When I got here to the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, a very brisk 108 in the parking lot when I drove up this afternoon. So if you're not in Texas, you've probably heard about our temperatures here and our droughts and everything. That's no myth. That is something that has actually happened, and it is happening, and it's still very, very hot right now. But you can tell as you look around the stadium right now, the thing about Kelly Reeves being the massive facility that it is, as you take a look right here, if you look kind of over towards the south side right there, you've got the sun on that side, but as you get to the other side of the field, you've got a little bit of shade there, and then as you get to about the 10-yard line, inside the 10-yard line towards the goalposts over on the other end, that's where you've got more sunlight. So it will get dark here before too long, and it'll cool off. It'll cool off into the 90s. That's kind of the running joke right now here in the state of Texas, that when you get into the evenings, you cool off into the 90s, and that's what we expect here this evening. The other thing that we really do expect as well is a great football game to start off the 2023 campaign here for the Westwood Warriors and Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. And there you go. There are the Warriors out onto the field as they get set, getting to defend the home turf. Head coach Anthony Wood, once again, back with his Warriors. Lots of years for Anthony Wood, lots of great players through the program. And the 2024 version of this squad looking for some pretty good things out of the Warriors. Do want to thank the Westwood Warrior Athletic Booster Club. Of course, they are an integral part of our broadcast here on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. All that information at warriorsports.org. And we do want to thank the sponsors of the Westwood Warrior Booster Club for all the support that they give the Booster Club. It's Abacus, abacusplumbing.net. That's all of your electrical, HVAC, drain, sewer, all of that. They will take care of that. Abacus, you can count on us. abacusplumbing.net. Raising Cane's, sharing one love, sharing their one love with our one love. And it's those great chicken. Oh, man, that's some good stuff. And we're actually going to have someone up at halftime talking about Raising Cane's over the Lakeline location. Reale's Pizza, your home away from Rome, realespizza.com. Highland Dairy, Los Reyes on Lake Creek, and, of course, Jenny Ray, who longtime supporter of not only the Westwood football program, but most programs here around the region as well. Our man Ed Lundry, he has been a proud supporter of Warrior football for many, many years. Getting set for the presentation of colors and national anthem. We'll step away for a moment, and when we return, we will have our coin toss, followed by kickoff. It's high school football time in Central Texas. Warrior football will continue in just a moment.
Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net.
If you're looking for a special medical spa to bring out the beauty that's in you, come visit us at Ginger Allure Med Spa. At Ginger Allure, we treat our staff and patients like family. We're here to embrace, enhance, and showcase your natural beauty with a full range of services such as injectables, laser treatments, permanent makeup, microblading, and more. We provide free consultations for all of our services to answer any of your questions. Visit us online at gingerallure.com or give us a call at 512-709-0161. Ginger Allure Med Spa, the classic approach to a new you.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Visit Maze Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at mazestreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local. RJAC Pressure Washing, Epoxy and Stain. Veteran owned and operated, serving Central Texas for the last 10 years. Residential and commercial services available here for all your decorative flooring needs. Call us at 512-593-8567. That's 512-593-8567.
Back live at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. It is Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. First night of the regular season, and it is the Westwood Warriors, Westwood Warrior football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Warriors hosting the Eastview Patriots here this evening from Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Captains out on the field as we get set for the first coin toss of the brand new season. Captains for the Warriors out on the field, being led by Owen Norrell. Of course, he wears number 10. Scott Uffelman out, number 6. 12, Mike Davis out, as well as defensive superstar Fred Fisher out on the field for the Warriors. Your captains here for the coin toss to get us fired up and started. So we'll take a look here as they get instructions. And always a very curious, so it looks like it will be Eastview receiving. Always interesting to watch on the first night of the season take a look here at these first couple of series, because you've had these kids, they've been in off-season workouts, they've been in camp, they've had scrimmages, but for the most part, they've been hitting each other. So what I always like to say, it's, okay, here you go, it's game time, you're playing another team. So you're going to have maybe some pregame jitters to get this thing started, maybe not. Maybe there's not any rust, maybe there's not any of that, maybe there's not any of the in front of the crowd. And of course, when you play at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, that's not like playing at a small stadium. This is a massive facility right here, operated by Round Rock ISD. And by the way, want to congratulate new athletic director of Round Rock ISD. Saw him out in the hallway a little earlier, Coach Jeff Cheatham. And I got to tell you, a little odd to see Jeff Cheatham in burnt orange. I had to take a look. Had to do a double take there. It's like, wait a minute, that's Cheatham in burnt orange, as he represents here Westwood for Round Rock ISD. It'll be Westwood receiving the opening kickoff. Cedril Dianis with the ball on the tee for Eastview. Westwood drops 2 back, getting set for the kickoff. Crowd getting a little antsy. First kickoff of the season. And we are set to go. Ball in the air, and we are underway from Kelly Reeves. Ball fielded at the 3. There's some of the jitters I'm talking about. Bringing it out to the 10. Big hole. The 20, the 30. Breaking a tackle. This is Uffelman continuing out to the 43-yard line. So Scott Uffelman on the return had a little trouble fielding the ball right there, but he fields it very nicely and brings it out for about a 43-yard return. And it's Westwood in business, so they come out, and they will, of course, be led by senior quarterback Owen Norrell. So it'll be Norrell at the helm once again for the Warriors. In the backfield, of course, last year was a 2-back attack. It'll be Damani Stewart leading the charge in the backfield for the Warriors this year. You'll see Nias Vance, but Nias Vance listed as linebacker and running back. He will start at linebacker here this evening. But the Warrior offense gets set to make their way out. All sitting on the left side hash mark. We are just underway as they go left to right. Here's Norrell out of the shotgun. Single back in the backfield. Single receiver split to each side. Here's the handoff. Stewart bounces off one tackler initially, and able to push out on the far side. Gain of a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 here for the Warriors. So you'll see variation of different wide receivers here for Norrell. Ball now sitting at the 46. 2nd down and 8. Norrell out of the gun. 2 receivers to the long side. That's the near side. And here is Stewart. He'll plunge forward up towards the midfield stripe for a gain of about 4 yards there. So getting ahead of the sticks here nicely. They bring up 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage will be the Westwood 49-yard line. Clock rolling. 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Ball still sitting on the left side hash mark. And here's the Warriors up to the line. Out to the far side, Brian Perkins. That's the furthest out receiver. Tight formation right here for the 3rd down play. Norrell drops back, looking, flushed out of the pocket. He'll run at midfield. Picks up the 1st down. He's hit at the stick and still manages to spin a little bit further up. And he'll gain 7 yards on 1st down. And it's 1st down for the Warriors. So that's a great start to the season with an executed 1st down. And the ball now sitting on the 45-yard line of Eastview. And the Warriors starting their drive. Here's Norrell out of the gun once again. Trips to the top side, single receiver down to the bottom. Short side is that far side, the left side. Norrell takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Stewart. Had a little bit of a hole there, but that closed up quickly. He's able to push it out to the 43-yard line. Gain of a couple, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Warriors. So out on the field, you've got Drew Norrell. Of course, that is the brother of Owen Norrell. He's going to split out here to the near side with him out there, veteran Lane Wood. You've got Perkins up to the top side, and of course the tight end is Mike Davis. And we'll get you your starting offensive linemen, your hamburgers as we call them. Here's a handoff. Stewart once again. That's just hard football running right there, all the way inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So a good gain there of 4 more yards. It'll bring up a manageable 3rd down and about 4 coming up here for Westwood. Ball sitting on the 39-yard line. So a good mix of the running attack here. 3 receivers splitting out here to the near side. 2 receivers short side left. Empty backfield set for Owen Norrell as he stands out of the gun. Here's Owen, fires. This is complete. Damani Stewart hauls it in. Loses the ball. Ball on the carpet. There's a scrum for that, and let's take a look and see who comes out of that. As it was Stewart making the grab, turned to run. That was right in an Eastview's pouch, but not able to contain it. And it'll continue to be Westwood football. So Westwood able to pick up the 1st down and at the same time avoids a big scare right there, able to get the loose football. It is going to be 1st down for the Warriors. Now the ball sitting at the 32.5-yard line. At the 9-minute mark remaining in the 1st quarter. 2 receivers to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Ball in the middle of the field. Here's Norrell. He'll bring Lane Wood in motion and hand it off to Damani Stewart, running straight up the gut. And he'll bounce it out to the 30 for a gain of 3. So a healthy dose of Damani Stewart right here carrying the load for the Westwood offense. And again, this is a Westwood offense last year that we saw different from Westwood offenses of the past. Very run heavy. 2-back attack last year, like I mentioned, but so far right now, it's been 1 with Damani Stewart. He does gain 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors. Ball sitting at the 30-yard line. Lane Wood here to the near side. Norrell up to the top along with Perkins. Single back in the backfield is Stewart. He stands to the left of Norrell. Here's Stewart trying to bounce to the outside. Nothing doing. Nowhere to go right there. Converging quickly. It's Jacob Vasquez. Vasquez in on the stop, and then he gets the assist there from Luis Castillo. So Vasquez with the initial stop. Castillo comes in to finish him off. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 9, it looks like, here for the Warriors. Ball sitting at the 32. Ball on the right side, hash mark. Westwood trying to keep the drive alive. Perkins, Norrell, Davis to the far side. Wood to the near side. And in the backfield is Stewart. Here's Owen, drops back, looking, fires over the middle. That one in and out of the hands, trying to hit Drew Norrell as he darted across, and he had himself open there. Had to reach a little bit behind for him, so you don't get the Norrell connection right there for the first time on that play. And it'll bring up 4th down and 9. Ball sitting at the 32-yard line here in the 1st quarter. Clock stops. 7:37 remaining. No score in the contest. So the offense stays out on the field. Also back this year for the Warriors, Josh Jack. This one pretty close to Josh Jack range, and it looks like timeout taken by Westwood. So Anthony's going to bring his Warriors over to talk this over. It looks like, indeed. Personnel changes, and let's take a look and see. Looks like it will be a Westwood punt. Josh Hansen, who wears number 21, he drops back in penalty marker, so they take the delay. 5-yard penalty to mark it back off to the 37 to set up for the Westwood punt. And here is Hansen. Eastview not dropping anyone back. Good snap. Here is the kick, nice and high. This will bounce right around the 14. Takes a very favorable Eastview bounce. And it'll be down to around the 24-yard line. And that's where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Eastview. So the Westwood drive stalls on the first possession. And the Eastview Patriots will get set to make their way out onto the field. Abacus, you can count on us. Proud sponsor of Westwood Warrior Football. AbacusPlumbing.net. Plumbing, electrical, HVAC, your draining, sewer, all of those needs. Abacus, you can count on us. Proud sponsors of Westwood Warrior Football. Here's Eastview out onto the field for the first time, led by Ty Blair. Blair brings a man in motion. Two receivers up to the top. Handoff, running to the far side. Penetrated nicely right there. Hands it off to the senior, Kareem Edwards. Edwards trying to bounce it out to the outside and runs into a handful of Westwood Warriors. Fill in the gap. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Here's Blair out of the gun. Trips to the top, single receiver to the bottom. Man in motion now going from right to left. Blair out of the gun. He will call his own number. There's a hole there. And he'll scamper out for about 3.5 yards. Stopped on the backside by Josh Hansen. Hansen, the sophomore. Line of scrimmage out to the 27, so a gain of 5. Officially 4, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 6. So here's Blair out of the gun once again. Stacking 2 receivers to each side. Single back in the backfield. That single back in the backfield is Edwards. Standing out of the shotgun. 2-man front from Westwood. Blair, this pass tipped. Looked like on the throw he had a face full right there as Fred Fisher quickly making his way in. Fred may have got a hand up right there and got a paw on that. So Fred Fisher with the big defensive play right there. And it's going to be 3 and out right here for Eastview to start this off. Here comes Dianis to punt it away. Brian Perkins will drop back for Westwood. He stands back around his 41. This is line drive kick, and this is going to take a nice Eastview roll. This one's still going, and it'll stop at about the 24-yard line. So that's where Westwood will fire off with their second possession coming up. 6:16 remaining here in the first quarter. No score. So the iHSFAN Webcast Network, a full fleet of ball games, and the platform changed this year, moving over to the YouTube platform. Again, nothing changes for you, the end user. All these ball games are free. However, the convenience of it this year with the iHSFAN Webcast Network, you go to one spot and you can click back and forth. You can click to this game. You got 3 other games going on as well tonight, so it makes it nice and easy. All you got to do is hit back and forward and watch all of your high school football, Round Rock ISD football. And of course, we are presented by Covert Ford on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. 1st and 10 Warriors from their own 24. Ball sitting on the left side, hash mark still going left to right. Here's Norell out of the gun. 2 receivers short side left, man in motion now coming from left to right. Stops in the backfield, that is Stewart. Stewart takes a handoff and will make his way out to about the 25. Checked out the 26. So a gain of 2 for Stewart. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Westwood. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Pretty clean ball game. Of course, announcer Jenks right there probably just messed up the whole night. Again, Rodney Rodriguez with you high above the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Warriors with the 2nd down and 8 from the 26. Now tight formation. Single receiver out to the far side is Perkins. Triangle of receivers here to the near side. Pitch. Here's Stewart trying to bounce to the outside. Just good job by Eastview, tailing him all the way to the sideline and coming in to apply the hit and knock him out of bounds. It's a senior, Jordan Henderson. So that's just really good defense right there from Eastview as they trail the runner and just carry all the progress as he's trying to get to the edge. There's nothing there. And then coming over, it's Henderson to finish him off. So 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Warriors. Does go out of bounds, so the ball now sitting at the 27. So a 1-yard gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the good guys. 2 receivers put to each side. Ball on the right side, hash mark. Stewart stays in the backfield. Now he comes in motion to the near side. Here's Norell. He's got time. Fires. This is Lane Wood to the near side at the 30. And run out of bounds right there. Once again, just good defense from Eastview. Caden Childs comes in from the linebacker position to make the stop. Gain of about 4, but still well shy of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down and 3. So another punt formation coming up for the Warriors, as we will see the 2nd punt coming up from Hansen. Dropping back will be Cormac Guerrero for Eastview. He stands back at his 40. To snap, Hansen. Ooh, this one not a good punt at all. Short punt, goes out of bounds right at midfield. So good field position coming up right here for Eastview. They're going to have a very short field to work with as Hansen looked like that went off the side of his foot and it was just spiraling.
Westwood, 45-yard line.
Did not think it was even going to get that far, and it's actually spotted at the 45. So this is great field position here for Eastview for their second drive of the contest. Eastview makes their way out. Still no score. Here's Blair out of the gun. Single back in the backfield. Trips to the bottom. Single receiver to the top of your screen. Man in motion from left to right. Drops back. Blair's pass. Incomplete here to the near side, as he was trying to hit Guerrero. But once again, good coverage back there. Fred Fisher all over the field tonight. And Fisher right there on the one-on-one coverage with Guerrero. It'll bring up second down and 10. Ball still resting at the 45. Here's Blair out of the gun. 3 receivers to the top side. Single back in the backfield. Single receiver down to the bottom. Blair takes a snap, hands it off. About a 2-yard. Oh no, coming back the other way. Boy, he fooled all of us. Everybody's following the play the other way. Blair trucks it out the other direction for about 20 yards. 22 yards as a matter of fact. All the way to the 27-yard line. Fisher able to come in and make the stop. There's your first big hitter of the contest. Here's Blair out of the gun. Single receiver up to the top, 3 down to the bottom. Blair rolling left, looking downfield. Nothing. He will throw this one across the field and incomplete. Had one receiver sitting across the middle. He had Luke Martin. But Martin was covered nicely. A good job there by Blair to throw that to where it wasn't going to be in jeopardy of an interception. Second down and 10. Here's Blair out of the shotgun once again. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Blair dumps it off to the far side. And this time Luke Martin does grab it. And he ventures out for about 7 yards. And on the stop for the Warriors, it is Nias Vance. Out of the shotgun once again. Third down and 5 from the 23. Here's a handoff. It's going to be shy of the first down, bouncing out to the 20-yard line. Kareem Edwards. Coming in on the stop for the Warriors, it's Caius Coy, another one of the returners there for Westwood. And fourth down coming up. 4th and 2 here for Eastview. And they will go. Here's Blair out of the gun. Tight formation. Ty Blair takes a snap, hands it off, nothing doing. Big time stop right there, trying to bounce it to the outside, and a big time play coming in on the stop. Jacob Brown, the sophomore, huge stop, needed 2 yards. Trying to get to the outside was Kareem Edwards, and just right down the line of scrimmage goes big number 40. And it's a big stop for the defense, and the ball goes over on downs. 3:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Still no score, back and forth. Big play there to stop something that looked like possibly a red zone opportunity coming up for Eastview. And it doesn't happen, and the third drive will be coming up here for the Westwood offense as they make their way out onto the field. Line of scrimmage, their own 23-yard line. Here's Norrell. 2 receivers, no, make that 2 receivers to the near side. 3 receivers short side left. Norrell out of the empty backfield. Flings it over to the left side, trying to turn upfield. There's the Norrell to Norrell connection right there is Drew with the pass over to Owen on the far side. Or Owen over to Drew, pardon me. Probably be doing that all year, guys. Gain of 5, it'll bring up second down and 5. Line of scrimmage now the 28. 3 receivers stacked to the long side. One of those is Damani Stewart. 2 receivers to the top. Here's Norrell. Pass hauled in, but stopped immediately. Great coverage coming all the way from the secondary. As Grover Moore comes in to make the stop on Davis. Does pick up 3, does Mike. And bring up third down and 2. So another third down here, a manageable 3rd and 2. But we thought we just saw a manageable 4th and 2 for Eastview that was thrashed by Jacob Brown. So the 31-yard line, clock rolling, 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Owen Norrell rolls, fires, turning upfield. Lanewood at the 40, down to the 41. Nice pitch and catch right there for the first down.
13, Lanewood.
Gain of 12 yards, and that'll be a Westwood first down. Second first down of the contest for the Warriors. All the way out to the 41, so officially a 10-yard gain on the third down conversion. Norrell brings the offense to the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting on the right side hash mark. Two receivers split to each side. Back to the running game. Here's Damani Stewart on the far side at midfield into Eastview territory, carrying Patriots with him all the way inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Damani Stewart, the workhorse, lowers the shoulder, lowers the boom, and Westwood in business with under 2 minutes remaining. Here's Owen Norrell, hands it off once again to Damani Stewart. This time Stewart stopped at the 36-yard line.
Carried in by number 11, Damani Stewart.
So Stewart
Brought down by number 33,
with the big run there.
Castillo.
In on the stop, it's Luis Castillo, so a little bit of a break here as Stewart will check out of the ball game momentarily. Xavier Sutton, the junior, spells him in the backfield. So at this point, it looks like Nias Vance definitely staying only on the defensive side early on. The ball sitting at the 36. So we are taking a look. Scoreboard showing the line of scrimmage the 38, and that's where the sticks are. So the umpire with the ball now moving forward. And it appears the first game jitters, maybe the first game rust here with the officiating crew. Now the ball sitting at the 34. Just shy of the right side hash mark. Clock now rolling, $1:40 remaining in the first quarter. Owen Norrell stands. Hands it off, Sutton. Sutton running right behind his offensive lines. Not a whole lot to be found right there. Marcos Sanchez in on the stop. That'll bring up a second down, and it's like second down and 5. I'm going off of what I'm seeing on the field. Scoreboard is telling me something different now. 2nd and 4, so I think we're on the same page. Line of scrimmage is at 32. 1:20 remaining in the first quarter. No score, but Westwood on the march. Sutton stays in the ball game. Out of the gun, Owen Norrell, single receiver to the top, man in motion going from left to right. And here's the pass to the near side at the 30, breaking tackles, continuing to break tackles, straddling the sideline. It is Marquise Murray, the freshman. That's a name that you're going to hear a lot. You will hear Marquise Murray, the second's name. This freshman has come in, put himself here on the varsity squad, and he's already making plays here in game 1 in the first quarter. So Murray stays on the field. Out to the far side, it's going to be Perkins. So you got the sophomore Perkins up to the top side, the freshman Murray down to the bottom, and he's flanked there by Mike Davis, and standing with him is Lane Wood. Here's Owen Norrell. Davis in motion from right to left. Hands it off to Damani Stewart, and he's hit hard and goes down after a gain of about 3. Coming in to apply the hit and drop him on the stop there for Eastview. Number 38, here we go. He's actually wearing 52 on the roster. Tyson Izawojo with the stop. 2-yard gain as we are under 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers split to each side. 20 seconds remaining. Owen Norrell out of the shotgun. Damani Stewart's there. Owen drops back, looking, flushed out. He'll run at the 20, inside the 20, breaks a tackle. Ball is loose. Westwood able to fall on top of that one as Norrell tried to make a move over to the left side. One of the Patriots able to get a hand in there and kind of slips the ball right out of Owen's pocket. But it falls harmlessly to the turf and covered up by Westwood. That will be the final play of the first quarter. Defensive battle. You had a nice drive from Eastview that wound up in a failed 4th down conversion. Now you got Westwood on the move. No score after 1 quarter. Warrior football presented by Covert Ford will continue in just a moment.
Wanted an EV, but until I saw the sleek Ford Mach-E, I didn't know just how exhilarating it could be to drive one. The Mach-E is the perfect balance between power and utility, and with features like adaptive cruise control, in-dash entertainment screen, and lane monitoring, my daily commute to training is effortless. If you're looking to make the move to the Mach-E, visit Covert Ford in Austin, where you'll become part of the family. CovertFord.com.
RJAC Pressure Washing, Epoxy and Stain, veteran owned and operated, serving Central Texas. For the last 10 years, residential and commercial services available, here for all your decorative flooring needs. Call us at 512-593-8567. That's 512-593-8567.
No score as we head to the second quarter. Westwood and Eastview. Season opener, Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Rodney Rodriguez and all of you. Warrior football. As Westwood looking for some pretty good things this year with their veteran football team making their way back here for head coach Anthony Wood. Lots of parts and pieces that really grew together nicely, and players that came into their own last year in a very successful 4-6 season are back. And some new pieces in place. Talking about right there, you have a sophomore and a freshman out at the moment playing wide receiver, and these guys already impact players. So lots on the horizon here for Westwood, but taking on an Eastview squad here this evening as well. Very much improved Eastview team, and they have come here to Kelly Reeves this evening to be the game one opponent, as they have the last few years for the Westwood Warriors. Coming out at the half, we will get you some scores from around the region as we'll go to the Covert Ford scoreboard. Also, we are slated to talk to Mike Benitez. He's the manager of the Raising Canes over the Lakeline location. Of course, Raising Canes, one of the sponsors of Westwood Warrior football. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Warriors as we start the second quarter. Flipping sides, now they go right to left. Here's Mike Davis in motion from left to right, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here's a draw coming back the other way. This is Tamani Stewart. He's got room, and he will score. Tamani Stewart, 22 yards, touchdown Westwood. First touchdown of 2023. And it's Tamani Stewart with 23 yards. And it was a draw. He finds the seam and takes it straight to the house. Here's Josh Jack on for the extra point. Snap a little low, but Jack puts that one right through. So Westwood comes out to start the second quarter. 23-yard touchdown run for Damani Stewart, and the Warriors lead. 11:52 to go in the first quarter. Brand new score. It's Westwood 7, Eastview nothing. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Bring out the beauty that's in you. Come visit us at Ginger Allure Med Spa. At Ginger Allure, we treat our staff and patients like family. We're here to embrace, enhance, and showcase your natural beauty with a full range of services such as injectables, laser treatments, permanent makeup, microblading, and more. We provide free consultations for all of our services to answer any of your questions. Visit us online at gingerallure.com or give us a call at 512-709-0161. Ginger Allure Med Spa, the classic approach to a new you.
Westwood leads 7-0 with the Damani Stewart 23-yard now officially touchdown run. And the Warriors sprinting out there very nicely on that drive. And they will get set to go back on the defensive side. Pablo Zavala will kick it off. He will wear number 15 for the Warriors. Three returners back for Eastview as they stand back around the 15. And here's Zavala with the ball on the tee. And back underway. This one will fly through the end zone. It'll be first down for Eastview at their own 25-yard line. All of that really coming off of the big momentum shift right there. The 4th down and 2 stop for the Warrior defense, with Jacob Brown coming in to make the stop there on Kareem Edwards. It stalled the drive right shy of the red zone for Eastview. Put the ball in the hands there of the Westwood offense. And it was a big Damani Stewart run that eventually led to the Damani Stewart touchdown. So here's Ty Blair back out. Now Eastview goes left to right. Ball sitting on the right side hash mark. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Here's Blair looking, fires over the middle. That one is caught. What a grab. In between defenders, going up to grab that is Cormac Guerrero, the sophomore, listed as an athlete on the roster. And there's a reason why right there. Guerrero, he had 2 Warriors. That looked like a sure interception, but Guerrero able to grab that. Here's Blair trying to set up the screen, passes it underneath, nowhere to go. Able to get the screen off there to Edwards. But as Edwards trying to turn upfield, Josh Hansen right in his back pocket, and he drops him. Loses a couple of yards. It's 2nd down and 12. Ball sitting at the 48. Here's Blair out of the gun once again. A little movement there along the front line. Actually, first penalty of the ball game with 11:10 remaining in the second quarter. Clean contest up to this point. It'll be a 5-yard mark off here against Eastview to bring up 2nd down and 17. Ball now spotted at the 43. Ball resting there on the right side hash mark. Blair out of the gun once again. Trips to the top side, single receiver short side right. Single back in the backfield. Here's Blair looking downfield. He will run. Able to get here to the near sideline. Goes out of bounds at about the 47.
That's number 16, Ty Blair.
So Blair with the chance there to get some of that yardage back. Doesn't get a whole lot of it back. He only about a 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 14. Ball sitting at the 46. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the top. Single receiver to the bottom. Here's Blair, drops back looking. Now he'll run right. Gets to the sideline once again at midfield. Goes out of bounds around the 48-yard line. He's going to be well shy of the first down. He's spotted at the 47.
Number 16, Ty Blair.
As he had Vance coming over to apply the heat. Also Blaine Mitchell coming in to help finish him off. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8. Ball sitting in Westwood territory at the 48-yard line. Ty Blair stays out with his offense, trying to draw the Westwood defense off. Here's Blair back up to the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 13. Now Blair drops back once again. 2 receivers to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. Blair takes a snap, drops back, looking, has time, fires. This one on the near side. Great catch and a first down. First down for Eastview. Getting wide open once again. Cormac Guerrero able to get himself open. And that's a big time conversion right there. All the way out to the 36-yard line. Here's Guerrero in motion once again. They'll run the jet sweep, or attempt to, as a whistle just as the play begins to develop. Clock stops. 10:39 remaining in the first half. So we'll check the call.
It's a
timeout. Timeout called by Eastview, so they'll burn their first timeout here of the first quarter. That gives us an opportunity to talk about your home away from Rome. It is Reales. Man, if you haven't been there, I'm here to tell you, you are missing some good stuff. Reales, your home away from Rome, right there in the Plaza 183 Shopping Center at the corner of Anderson Mill and 183, RealesPizza.com. Get yourself over there. If you have not treated yourself to that fine food at Reales, you need to go over there and thank them for being a proud supporter of Westwood Warrior football. Reales, your home away from Rome, RealesPizza.com, 183 and Anderson Mill. Still 10:39 remaining here in the first half. 7-0 ball game. Westwood on top. And here's the first down play as it is Guerrero with a big stop there to keep the drive alive. Here's Blair dropping back, looking, tries to set up the screen, darting in. Here's Guerrero. This guy's dangerous. Breaks a tackle. Look at those moves over on the far side. All the way down to the 23-yard line. Cormac Guerrero is a one-man wrecking crew here on this Westwood defense at the moment. He's able to pull himself out right there, about a 23-yard gain. And it's 1st and 10 at the 23. Here's Blair out of the gun, 3 to the bottom, single receiver short side left. Here's Edwards to the far side. He is dropped there. Nias Vance comes in and lays a lick right there as Kareem Edwards tries to bounce to the outside, turning upfield as he does that. Nias Vance comes in, lowers the shoulder, lowers the boom, and drops him right there. But still a 5-yard gain there for Edwards. 10 minutes remaining in the half. 2nd down and 6. Pass over the middle. This is Guerrero darting and hauls it in at the 10. Gets up and runs. He's down. Looked like he was down. Oh, Guerrero just so fast. Slices right across the field. Abe Whitley in on the stop for Westwood. But now it's 1st and goal coming up here for Eastview from the 9-yard line. Calling his own number, trying to turn upfield, but nothing there. Ty Blair trying to make the move, but as he does that, good pressure coming in from Peter Hewitt III. And it'll be a stop there. No gain on the play still at the, actually lost 2 yards as he set back at the 11. So to bring up 2nd down and goal. Here's Blair. This is Edwards running left. Good hold right there. A little bit of a counter play as he follows over the pulling guard. And Edwards plunges out to about the 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and goal. It's Vance in on the stop once again for Westwood. 3rd and goal from the 7. So here's Ty Blair. He's got Edwards in the backfield. You got to know he's going to be looking for Guerrero. Here's Blair, rolling right, plants, fires. This one is caught. Touchdown Eastview. Great grab, thrown across the body, and it's Luke Martin. Luke Martin on the 7-yard touchdown pass. And Eastview now a PAT away from tying this thing up. Just a great job there by Blair, essentially thrown across the body and able to get that pass right into the hands. Here comes Dianis. And the kick is up and good. So Eastview answers the Westwood touchdown with a healthy dose, and I do mean healthy, of Cormac Guerrero. But it is a Luke Martin 7-yard touchdown pass from Blair. 8:34 remaining in the first half. Westwood 7, Eastview 7. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Seven to 7 ball game, Westwood and Eastview. Looked like we had a little bit of a defensive struggle starting out here at the beginning of the contest. However, when it's all said and done, you end up now in a track meet so far. Here's the kickoff from Dianis. And this will chase Uffelman over to the near side and goes out of bounds.
Eastview kicks, goes out of bounds, and Westwood will take over.
So the Warriors will go 1st and 10. As now they will try to answer. Westwood Warrior football on the iHSFAN Webcast network. We are glad that you are with us here on this first Friday. The Westwood offense waits here on the sideline. And here is the offense making their way out. 7 to 7 ball game with 8:34 remaining here in the first half. Line of scrimmage at 30 from the left side hash mark. Here's Owen Norrell. Single back in the backfield with him. It's Xavier Sutton. Sutton takes the handoff, and he will power forward out to about the 35 for a gain of 5. Bring up 2nd down and 5.
Number 24,
Xavier Sutton with a nice run there, and Sutton will now check out of the ball game as Damani Stewart makes his way back in. Line of scrimmage at 35, approaching the 8-minute mark remaining in the first half. 2 receivers to the short side left, single receiver to the top side. Here's Norrell. Escapes one would-be tackler, now throws across the bow, and that one is almost picked off. Dangerous throw right there. Kind of threw that one up for grabs, and Jordan Henderson went up, and
it'll be 3rd and 5.
for all intents and purposes, Jordan Henderson should have had him a pick 6 right there, because that was well within the grasp as Norrell was in all sorts of trouble back there and just heaves that one up. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 5. So the Warriors here stumbling around a bit here on this drive after a fantastic scoring drive prior. Up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 5 play and a timeout called by Westwood. We will take it with them. 7:54 remaining in the first half. We're tied up at 7. Warrior football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network continues in just a moment.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Back live at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Rodney Rodriguez with you. Westwood Warrior football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. 7 to 7 ball game. 11-5A Division I. The visitors here this evening with the Eastview Patriots out of the Georgetown Independent School District. And of course, 25-6A representative out of the Round Rock Independent School District, your Westwood Warriors. And here come the Warriors for a 3rd down and 5 play. Single receiver to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Handoff, Damani Stewart shakes off one tackler, breaks another, and will pick up the 1st down with hard running all the way out to the 46-yard line. It's Damani Stewart right there, penalty marker coming in at the end of the play. So you've got some extracurriculars happening there at the end of that. But it looks like Stewart was dead to rights right there, able to escape one tackler, gets in to the top side. But let's take a look here, because as we stand right now, it's a 1st down. We'll have to take a look, and this is going to be a personal foul, no doubt, because it's after the play. Coach Wood gets the explanation here on the near side. This will be stepped off against Eastview. And this one deep into Eastview territory, all the way down to the 39-yard line. So here comes Westwood. The clock rolling with 7:45 remaining in the 1st half. Tied up at 7. To the line of scrimmage. Owen Norrell out of the shotgun. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Single receiver up to the top. Here's Stewart. He'll try to sweep it over to the right side. Penalty marker comes in at the end of the play right there. It's driven out of bounds after a gain of about 1.5. This could be a holding call here, but we'll let the officials determine that part. Looks like Stewart, as he was trying to sweep to the outside. So let's wait on this call.
And the call is holding.
And it is indeed holding against the Warriors. So this will be backed up. So just as, of course, as I mentioned, a clean game, that has fallen off here in the last few minutes. First down and 20 coming up for Westwood. Ball sitting just past the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 receivers split to each side, single back in the backfield, play clock at 8. Here's Owen Norrell. Face full of Eastview Patriots, and he will go down. When it's all said and done, maybe a gain of 3. He had dropped back there,
Number 10, Owen
and the
Norrell.
defense was coming quick. Tim Kim checks into the contest. So the line of scrimmage now the 48, so gets a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 19. Clock rolling with 6:52 remaining here in the 1st half. Tied up at 7. To the line of scrimmage, here comes Westwood. At that 48-yard line. Here's Norrell rolling left, fires this one right off of the chest of Mike Davis. Davis trying to grab that, hit him right in the shoulder, right in the chest.
Number 20, Isaiah Davenport Bell.
Davenport Bell on the coverage there for Eastview, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 19. Taking a look around quickly here while we have a moment. Weiss leads Round Rock by a score 21-7. A little surprised to see that one at that point. That's a 2nd quarter score. In the 1st quarter, Stony Point and Austin High tied up at 7. No score between Cedar Ridge and Cedar Park. 1st quarter score, Leander leads Pflugerville 21-14. We'll have a full wrap-up for you coming up at the half. Here's Norrell dropping back, fires over to the far side. This is Stewart turning upfield, breaking a tackle, spins, almost back to the original line original 1st and 10 spot. Able to bounce it out to the 42. So a gain of 6.
It'll be
And fourth down and 13 coming up for Westwood. And it'll be punt time for the men in orange as Josh Hansen makes his way out. And dropping back for Eastview, here's the punt. That one will roll into the end zone. As back deep was Guerrero.
Punt by number 21.
So 5:42 remaining in the first half.
Back of the end zone.
And Eastview with an opportunity to move ahead for the first time tonight as they will take the ball here at the line of scrimmage. Friends, don't forget about Highland Dairy. They've talked to us here at the half before. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. Proud sponsor of Warrior football. I'm sure we will talk to those great folks once again this season. It is Highland Dairy, locally made and naturally delicious. First and 10 from the 20. Here's Blair standing out of the shotgun. Two receivers split to each side. Handoff, bouncing to the outside. Covered up nicely. Coy, Fisher, and a whole host of Warriors in on the stop there. Henry Kabelka in as well.
Brought down by number 18, Fred Fisher.
Loss on the play of 1. Second down and 11. Here's Blair out of the gun once again. Two receivers to the bottom, single receiver up to the top. Pass over the middle, that is caught. Turning upfield at the 30, breaking tackles. This is Guerrero, the speedster, into Westwood territory. 2 men to beat, and it will be all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cormac Guerrero.
Touchdown, Eastview.
Huge play.
Number 6, Cormac Guerrero.
Wow, Guerrero, you see the speed there. Able to get away and go. 78 yards. And Eastview has gone to the lead. The Cedriel Diana in for the extra point to capitalize or to cap off that huge play. Snap is good, and the kick is true. Big time play puts Eastview ahead for the first time this evening. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Eastview 14, Westwood 7. Round Rock ISD football continues in just a moment.
Your score, Eastview 13.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
Back live at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, it is 14-7. As Eastview has gone ahead. Here's the kick. And this will go out of bounds. It'll be first down for the Warriors as they will try to answer.
Out of bounds. Westwood will take over.
(14-7) our score. And 5 minutes on the clock for Westwood to work with here to try to draw this back even. So here's the offense making their way out. Narell. Two receivers to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. Here's Owen's pass. He hits Damani Stewart at the 33, or attempted to. It looked like Stewart had that in his grasp, but he's not able to hold on to it, and it falls incomplete.
Number 22, Caden Childs.
So that will bring up 2nd down and 10. Childs back on the coverage here for Eastview. Clock stops, 4:56 remaining here in the half. 2 receivers to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. Standing out of the shotgun is Norrell. Drops back, looking. Owen flushed out of the pocket. He'll run at the 30, turns upfield there, and is dropped at the 33-yard line.
That's number 10, Owen Norrell.
For a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 7. Pretty imperative here at this point. Westwood needs to keep this drive alive. Needs to get a
3rd and 7 for Westwood.
Conversion here on this 3rd down play to get a new set of downs. Don't want to give Eastview the ball back right now. A lot of momentum over on the side of Eastview, especially after that big 78-yard touchdown grab by Cormac Guerrero. Here's a 3rd down play from the 33-yard line. Owen Norrell drops back, looking, fires to the far side. That pass is in and out of the hands and picked off as Drew Norrell not able to hold on to it, bobbles it, and it's picked off over on the far side. Penalty marker comes in after the play. On the interception, it's Isaiah Davenport Bell. And a 40-yard return and a penalty marker at the end of the play to boot. That was going to be the Norrell to Norrell connection right there. As Drew went up to grab that, it looks like it was either off his helmet, off his shoulder pad, but it bounces in the air. And sitting there waiting is Davenport Bell. And the first turnover of the ball game. It'll be Eastview. So the ball sitting at the 39-yard line of Westwood.
Flag of the field. Eastview will take over from the Westwood 39-yard line.
So here comes Ty Blair with his offense. 2 receivers to the bottom, single receiver short side left. Standing out of the gun. And this one whistled dead. And it'll be a false start against Eastview.
And it's a false start.
So 1st down and 15 coming up for the Patriots. And now the ball backed up to the 44. And here's Blair out of the gun with 2 backs in the backfield, 2 to the bottom, single receiver short side left. Snap. Looking downfield, trying to set up the screen over to the far side, covered nicely. Caius Coy comes in to make the stop on Luke Martin. Martin hauls that in, and Coy is sitting there waiting to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
2nd down at 16 coming up for Westwood. So the Warriors trying to make a defensive stop right here, trying to answer the turnover. And here's Blair out of the gun once again. Drops back, looking, fires downfield. This one almost intercepted. So he's trying to hit Luke Martin over on the far side. Good coverage back over there by Coy. Coy went up, got a hand on that one. Able to knock it down.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 3, Keaston Rainey.
And it'll bring up 3rd down, trying to hit Rainey over on the far side. 3rd down and 16.
It'll be 3rd and 15 for Eastview.
3:15 remaining here in the first half. Blair stands out of the shotgun, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Here's Blair, pump fake, now rolling right. In pursuit, Westwood. Blair will go out of bounds. Nice job right there coming in pursuit. Fred Fisher coming at him hot and heavy. Fisher there being trailed along with Henry Kabelka. It looks like it'll be a 3rd down stop. Looks like Blair may have actually lost yardage as this ball being moved back all the way to the 50. So this sets up about a 4th down and 23. With the ball sitting at the midfield stripe. So here's Blair. Into the ball game comes Jacob Brown, and Blair will punt it away. And this one sails out of bounds over here on the near side. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Is out of bounds. The Warriors will take over from their own 30-yard
So the Warriors with exactly 3 minutes to try to get something going on here. 14-7 is our score. Westwood starts the scoring. Damani Stewart with a 23-yard touchdown run. And it's a 7-yard pass to Martin for Eastview to tie it up at 7. And then it's Guerrero's 78-yard touchdown catch there from Blair moments ago that puts Eastview on top. And here we stand at 14-7. And the Westwood offense now back out on the field. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Trips to the top side. Damani Stewart. Not a lot there for him there on the first down play. Gain of a yard. If even that, maybe a half a yard. Looks like what you got right there. And on the stop is Sanchez there for Eastview. 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to roll with 2:35 and counting. 2nd and 9 from the 31. Here's Owen Norrell out of the gun. 2 receivers to the top. Single receiver short side left. Owen drops back looking. He's going to run. He's got him coming after him, but he'll run at midfield into Eastview territory. Owen Norrell shows the wheels right there. It looked like a broken play, but Norrell able to make chicken soup out of that one.
Number 10, Owen Norrell.
Deep into Eastview territory. And Westwood in business. Clock stops on the out of bounds with 2:18 remaining. And Westwood showing some signs right here as we work towards the half. So Stewart in the ball game. Now checking in is Murray. So Murray will flank himself out to the near side to the bottom of your screen. Stewart with him. Up to the top side. It's Tim Kim. And this is Murray. Murray at the 45, turning upfield to the 40. And he's hit there and knocked out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Pass complete to number 2, Marquise
And into the ball game will come
number 12, Jordan Henderson.
Xavier Sutton into the backfield.
5 for Westwood.
Came up to the top side along with Lane Wood. Down here to the near side, it's going to be Murray once again. Sutton in the backfield standing with Owen Norrell. From the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 5. Handoff. Sutton, all kinds of running room at the 30. Inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Xavier Sutton with a big run and a 1st down coming in. Finally in on the stop and a little slow getting up right there is Jordan Henderson for Eastview. And it looks like we will have an injury timeout there as Henderson took a shot there as he comes in on the stop there on Sutton. Henderson up and good, so hopefully all well there with that young man. 2:06 remaining here in the ball game, so now Sutton with a big hitter there, and Sutton will stay in the ball game. Continue to see Murray out on the field. You got Kim over on the far side along with Lane Wood. And of course the tight end, old sturdy Mike Davis in there wearing number 12. Stoppage here with 2:06 remaining. Taking a look at the timeout situation. Each club has burned 1. So 2 timeouts still remaining here for each. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 play coming up. Ball sitting at the 28. Clock rolling here once again with 1:48. Westwood trying to get even or possibly go ahead. Empty backfield set, 5 wide receivers split out. Here is Norrell. He's going to call his own number, and he has stood up at the line of scrimmage. There is nothing for him there. Trying to throw the Eastview defense off there as you spread receivers. 3 to the far side, 2 down to the bottom. Nobody in the backfield, but Eastview reading that like a book, and it does not work out. got a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Ball sitting now at the 27. Clock rolling, approaching the 1 minute mark remaining here in the first half. Ball sitting at the 27, now under a minute remaining. Here's Norrell out of the gun. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Ball sitting on the left side hash mark. Now in motion is Sutton. He'll stop. Stands to the left of Owen Norrell. He'll take the handoff. He plunges forward all the way to the 20-yard line. So a gain of 7. He's going to be shy of the first down.
Number 24, Xavier Sutton.
Clock stops with 42 seconds remaining. That's the second timeout of the half for Westwood. So with that timeout, we will pause 20 seconds for a word from iHSFAN.
You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
42 seconds remaining here in the first half. 14-7, low-scoring affair here in the season opener between Westwood and Eastview. Of course, for the Warriors next week, it will be a road tilt Thursday night affair as heading down to Historic House Park in Austin, downtown Austin, one of the, in my opinion, which counts for nothing, one of the most beautiful settings for Texas high school football on a Thursday or Friday night. Iconic views back there. You've got downtown, now full of cranes. Kind of takes a little bit away from the nostalgia, but I think you know what I mean with the buildings and so forth. Here's the quick hitter to the near side, turning upfield and out of bounds. Nice play there by Brian Perkins as he hauls that in and quickly gets out of bounds when he sees that he's not going to go any further. Gets out of bounds. That play takes a whole 6 seconds. It's a first down for the Warriors. And now Westwood here with a red zone opportunity, well within the red zone. Now scrimmaging here from the 14-yard line. Ball still sitting on the left side hash mark. Norrell with his offense, quick huddle. And it looks like we'll have an officials huddle as well. Clock is still rolling. Clock now stops at 29. And I think we're probably going to have to go back in and get some more time put on that. Now back to 37, so that's where it was at the time of the out of bounds from Perkins. And I think we're good. Not sure what the extra delay was, but regardless. 1st and 10 from the 14. Owen Norrell drops back and gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard there as Norrell was trying to drop back and had nobody downfield.
And it's a timeout, Westwood.
So 30 seconds remaining. Westwood will burn their final timeout here of the first half. Get you a full scoreboard coming up at the half, but let's just, for fun, let's take a look and see what may be going on. Got a good one happening over in Austin. This is a very interesting ball game as a week 1 matchup, and at the moment it is Vista Ridge leading Bowie by a score 21-14. And that was last night. Pardon me. That was the last night ball game. That was a final in that contest. Still very interesting to me in the second quarter. 5:52 remaining, and Weiss continues to lead Round Rock by a score of 21-7. So a little bit of a stunner right there as Round Rock with a deep playoff run last year. Obviously changes there in the Round Rock program as Jeff Cheatham has moved into the AD position here with Round Rock ISD. However, you got lots of weapons back for that Round Rock Dragon team, and they are trailing by 14 in the second quarter. Stony Point and Austin High are still tied at 7. Second down and 11 from the 15-yard line after the 1-yard loss. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Owen Norrell out of the gun. Damani Stewart in the backfield. Owen fires. This one right off the chest. He was trying to hit here to the near side. He's trying to hit Perkins.
Complete. Intended for number 1, Brian Perkins.
Perkins going down to try to grab that, and it looked like it was right off of the Warriors on the burnt orange jerseys. Of course, Westwood in the home attire tonight in the burnt orange with the white trousers, white helmets, orange stripe. I've got to do that, guys. I know that this is these are video broadcasts, but the broadcaster in me is just trained. The great Craig Way trained me to tell you what the uniforms look like. Dropping back, looking, fires Norrell. This one in and out of the hands once again. Same spot there to Perkins. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 11. So it looks like we will see out on the field the field goal team coming in here for Westwood. It looks like it'll be Pablo Zavala. So Zavala will attempt a 32-yard field goal, and he will kick it from the left side hash mark as they are traveling left to right. 32-yard attempt here for Zavala. That kick is up and booms right through the goalpost.
And the kick is
and Westwood draws closer. 14-10. Now the score here as Zavala. A nice field goal opportunity right there. So looks like one thing that we have already figured out is it looks like Westwood definitely has 2 good shoes that can put some stuff right through the goalposts here, as Zavala is good there. And, of course, you know Josh Jack is still on the team as well. Got to tell you, friends, how about tell you about my friend Jenny Ray. Hey, Jenny Ray. Jenny Ray Photography team, individual pictures, not only here for Westwood, longtime supporter of Westwood Athletics, but you see her on sidelines all across our region. And I'll tell you what, friends, the game happening right now, you jump on Jenny Ray's website tomorrow, and those photos are going to be there. She's that good. Great images of your athletes, all of your school activities. Best in the business, in my opinion. It's Hey Jenny Ray Photography. Be sure to check her out and look for her on the sidelines if you're at one of these contests, because I promise you, you will see her. You will see her. 18 seconds remaining. And Zavala will kick it off. Eastview dropping 3 back. Ball in the air, and we are underway once again. This one will flash through the end zone.
Zavala's kick is out the back of the end zone.
And you would think in a situation like this, 14-10 being the score with Eastview up on top, where you could possibly sit on the ball, maybe just run this thing out. But what I'm finding out here this evening very quickly is that they have somebody named Cormac Guerrero on their team that can do something really quick. So let's take a look here and see what Eastview chooses to do here in these final seconds. Line of scrimmage is the 25. Here's Blair. And they will go to the more conservative idea right there. Edwards vaults forward for a gain of 5. Clock stops with 7 seconds remaining. Timeout there by Eastview. Got 1 timeout left. If they don't do anything with it, they can't take it with them, so they will burn it there. And I suspect that we could see something probably back to the Cormac Guerrero idea that I mentioned earlier. A very balanced first half for both of these teams, and it's definitely been a tale of 2 quarters, obviously. But first quarter, it looked like a defensive battle going back-to-back. You had some 3 and outs. Not a whole lot of offense happening. We go to the second quarter. That's when the offensive explosion happens, and here we are 24 points later at 14-10. With Eastview out of 11-5A Division I, Westwood out of 25-6A. Second down and 1 coming up with 7 seconds remaining. Ball sitting on the 34-yard line of Eastview on the left side hash mark. Here's Blair out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the short side, 2 receivers to the long side. Single back in the backfield. Blair out of the gun. Will take the snap. Drops back, looking, fires. Over on the far side, 2 seconds remaining as Luke Martin able to haul that in. Does put a knee down. Now it looks like it is all 3 zeros on the clock. Let's make sure that that's it. I've signed you off into halftime before and another play happens. I don't want to do that here in game number 1. And I don't think we are done because you've got a huddle over on the far side. I saw 2 seconds on the clock. Now we've got no seconds on the clock. But I think you're probably going to see 2 seconds back up there because the catch was hauled in there by Martin. But as Martin made the grab, he had a knee down. Looked like his right knee went down immediately.
First down for Eastview with 1 second on the clock.
Okay, so it was a first down because the spot of the catch is where the knee went down. So that is at the 40. So 1 second remaining. And here comes Blair out. And Westwood has gone into baseball mode with the outfield in. Here's Blair out of the gun. Final play of the half. Turning upfield. Here's Guerrero trying to get to the outside, trying to bounce across the green. Here he goes, going back the other direction. This time he is dropped, and the ball comes loose, laying on the carpet. And you've got a mess down there for it. Matters not really at this point. Boy, but Guerrero takes that one, and I think Westwood took all of the frustration that he has caused out on him on that one play. Competitive first half. We go to the locker rooms here at Kelly Reeves. It's Eastview 14, Westwood 10. Coming up, we will have you a full Covert Ford scoreboard. And we're going to talk some Raising Cane's and more. That's all coming up at the half. Westwood Warrior football on the iHSFAN Webcast network continues in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
I've always wanted an EV, but until I saw the sleek Ford Mach-E, I didn't know just how exhilarating it could be to drive one. The Mach-E is the perfect balance between power and utility. And with features like adaptive cruise control, in-dash entertainment screen, and lane monitoring, my daily commute to training is effortless. If you're looking to make the move to the Mach-E, visit Covert Ford in Austin, where you'll become part of the family. covertford.com.
The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. RJAC Pressure Washing, Epoxy and Stain. Veteran owned and operated, serving Central Texas. For the last 10 years, residential and commercial services available, here for all your decorative flooring needs. Call us at 512-593-8567. That's 512-593-8567.
To 10 is our score. Westwood trails Eastview here in the first half. Game number one, a little back and forth. As I said, defense, the name of the game in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, you start seeing all of the offense, some big-time plays. And now they've gotten the jitters out of the way, so now they go to the locker room to make adjustments and get set to go here for the second half coming up. And Westwood will try to answer trailing only by 4 here in the here at the half. All right, as we always do, sponsor spotlight. We talk to our Westwood Warrior Football Booster Club, great sponsors, folks that have been involved with that booster club. That is one of the best booster clubs you're going to find, and just great folks there with the Westwood group, and joined by Mike Benitez and Mike Raising Cane's. I got to tell you, man, that right there, people get fired up over Raising Cane's.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
It's funny because I get whether it's folks other parts of the country, and a Raising Cane's goes there, and I'll talk to them, and they're like, "Man, this new thing called Raising Cane's is here," and I'm like, I know it well. I know it well. Kind of talk about it, man, because it's kind of one of those things where, I mean, you've got all the brands around here that people just go crazy over, and Raising Cane's is one of them.
Yeah, we're super blessed to be part of Westwood Athletics and Texas high school football in general. Football season is what we love. It's one of our favorite holidays because it's a Texas holiday, is the football season, and we're proud to support as many organizations as we can.
Isn't that one of the a situation where you get like you guys? I mean, when you get into sports season, when you get into school season, school time. I mean, it's places like Raising Cane's where families, students, they just gravitate to an establishment like you guys.
Yeah, and it's all about giving back. You know, the customers give us their hard-earned money, and it's our job as a community ambassador to give back to them. So that's why we love supporting not only Westwood football, but any organization that we can. And we have an easy menu to serve as many people as you'd like. We have our tailgates that are easy to serve, anywhere from 25, 50, 75 to 100 fingers. And we also have individual meals for quick grab and go for people that you may be serving or students on the go.
Absolutely. So just kind of football season. Let's just talk about football, whether it be a college football Saturday or a high school Friday night, NFL Sunday. Do you guys, does business just like really ramp up when?
Oh, it lights up. It lights up. It lights up, and that's what we call our large orders tailgates.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. You're tailgating at home, and we make it simple for you. You don't got to turn on the stove. You don't got to turn on the fryer. You don't got to do that. We'll do that for you. All you got to do is go online, order through the app, or give us a call. You come in, pick it up. We'll have it ready for you. You don't miss a beat. It's there at your house, and we're good to go.
How important is it for you? Because you mentioned there about giving back, and I mean, I know that that's so important, but a lot of folks say that. I mean, a lot of folks say that, but just it really seems like with Raising Cane's that it's a very genuine approach to what you do, very heartfelt and very much about community, and I think that's really special when someone like you guys, when you dive in like that.
Oh, absolutely. It's at the heart of what we do, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the community that we serve. So like I said in the beginning, it's about them giving us their hard-earned money and us giving back to serving the community. From our founder, Todd Graves, opening the first Raising Cane's, him getting a help to open the first Raising Cane's, so it's our job to give back to the community, from local organizations to large organizations, any way that we can from a local standpoint to give back to that community, we try to. And with the Westwood Booster Club, we immediately, over the summer, worked with them, partnered with them, and now here we are giving back.
Yeah, game time to go. Let's talk about your location, the Lakeline location, that obviously a hub. It's needless to say, it's sitting in the middle of a lot of different things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of talk about that spot, address, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so you can find us at 2920 South Lakeline, right across from the HEB, right by Lakeline Mall. Awesome community that we serve, right between Cedar Park High School, Westwood High School. We have all of those fine kids and athletes coming to see us after Friday Night Football, and we love serving them.
So, what makes those fingers so good?
Oh man, it's
it's like,
to be honest with you, what makes those fingers.
Can you just write it down?
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to
after the show. Let you know after the show. No, in all honesty, it's our crew.
Yeah,
it's our crew. As much passion as our customers have for our chicken and eating our chicken fingers is the same that our crew has to making sure that we're serving you the perfect box every time that you come in.
Yeah.
We work hard to make sure that you get that perfect box, and so our crew members, day in and day out, from the moment that we walk in to the moment that we turn off the lights every day, we're working hard to make sure that you get that perfect box every time that you walk in through those doors.
And I got to tell you, it's one of those things to where, because like one of the, it's not your store, but there's a Raising Cane's right next to a spot where I buy gas all the time. It's my go-to gas place, and it's usually in the morning, and I pull in there to buy gas, and I can just smell it, and it's like, my goodness, man, this is secret something. It's just really good. But you mentioned that the personal touch. good people can do really good things.
Yeah, and that's what we're so blessed to have the crew that we have, that day in and day out. They want to be better. They want to strive to be better. And every day when we come in and we turn on those lights and we put on that chicken finger open sign, it's all about dropping the fresh bird, serving the fresh sauce, and making that perfect box for each one of our customers.
I love it, man. That is awesome. Well said. Well said. Mike, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being a part of Westwood football. It is much appreciated. Keep doing that good work, and, man, keep making that good bird, dude.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Unbelievable. You betcha. Mike Benitez right there. He is manager over at Raising Cane's. That is the Lakeline location. We're going to take you down to the field for some Eastview band action, and then, of course, coming up, it'll be your Westwood Warrior band.
Let's hear it for the Eastview Band. Band section of the week is the flute section. Band members of the week are Anna, Sean Burton, and Jonathan Tapman. Thank you to the Eastview Patriots directors, Tracy Andrews, Brett Poindexter, and Andrew Lesnar, color guard directors Louis Flores and Sam Miles, and associate staff members Reed Lodrecki and Angie Owens. Thanks again to Georgetown ISD, Director of Fine Arts, Cheryl Watson, and assistants, Amy Holmes and Gretchen Falter, and Eastview Principal Alfonso Longoria.
Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
If you're looking for a special medical spa to bring out the beauty that's in you, come visit us at Ginger Allure Med Spa. At Ginger Allure, we treat our staff and patients like family. We're here to embrace, enhance, and showcase your natural beauty with a full range of services such as injectables, laser treatments, permanent makeup, microblading, and more. We provide free consultations for all of our services to answer any of your questions. Visit us online at gingerallure.com or give us a call at 512-709-0161. Ginger Allure Med Spa, the classic approach to a new you.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
The Sunshine Award goes to Lexi Laughlin. The Sundancer of the Week, Elliot Richards. And now, presenting the Westwood Sundancers. The Sundancers are under the direction of Miss Emily Tunak and Miss Jenna Drummond. Good evening. We continue tonight's halftime entertainment as we welcome to the field the Westwood High School Warrior Band. The Warrior Band will be performing our spirit show to I Want You Back and part one of their 2023 competition show titled Birds on a Wire. Birds on a Wire is inspired by how birds sitting on telephone wire look like music. And now, please enjoy the Warrior Band's performance of Birds on a Wire. Ladies and gentlemen, your Westwood Warrior Band, the best of the West. Drum majors for the Warrior Band are Daniel King, Sophia de Villa Ramirez, Constantine Jurasic, Henry Sedbury, Grace Wood. Directors for the Warrior Band are Thomas Turpin, Ricky Dacey, Brandon Lincoln. Percussion Director, Mike Sheeran. Color Guard Director, Mark Casati.
Another great presentation there of the Westwood Warrior Band and the Sun Dancers. Another great season. We look forward to bringing you that each and every halftime of our broadcast here on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. And as I talked about a little bit earlier, little added twist, making things a little bit easier for you to catch maybe more than one ball game. I know a lot of folks, when you tune in to a webcast, you're checking out, like in this case, you're tuning in for Westwood. But if you want to, now we've made it a little easier here on the Webcast Network, or if you want to check out the other games that may be on the network as well, maybe get a scoring update or so forth. It's real easy to toggle over, and now you can check them all out right there in one spot, so be sure and do that. Let's take a look at your Covert Ford scoreboard here at the half. Let's take a look at last night's action. Belton over Pflugerville Hendrickson. That was a 35-27 ball game. Vista Ridge over Bowie, 21-14. And you had the Taco Shack Bowl, all Anderson in that one, as it was a 42-0 win for Anderson over McCallum. Manor and LBJ, they got after it. That was a great way to start the first Thursday night. 39-26 as Manor wins over LBJ. Taking a look at scores here currently, Arlington and Lake Travis, no score is looks like they're just going to the half there in that one. You've got Piper, San Antonio Piper. They lead Glenn by a score of 53-0. At the half, it's Hayes Consolidated leading Aikens by a score of 8-0. Also at the half, Weiss continues to lead Round Rock 21-7. Second quarter, boy, the scoring's picked up here in this one. Stony Point and Austin High, it is a 21-21 in that one. Cedar Park leads Cedar Ridge by a score of 15-0. You can catch that one here on the Webcast Network as well. Also at the half, Leander leads Pflugerville by a score of 28-21. Other action at the half, Georgetown leads Coppers Cove by a score of 24-0. And looks like the last update we had in the first quarter, Hutto leading San Marcos by a score of 21-7. So that is your Covert Ford halftime scoring update. Coming up, second half action coming up. Westwood trails Eastview by a score of 14-10. Round Rock ISD football will continue in just a moment.
I've always wanted an EV, but until I saw the sleek Ford Mach-E, I didn't know just how exhilarating it could be to drive one. The Mach-E is the perfect balance between power and utility, and with features like adaptive cruise control, in-dash entertainment screen, and lane monitoring, my daily commute to training is effortless. If you're looking to make the move to the Mach-E, visit Covert Ford in Austin, where you'll become part of the family. CovertFord.com.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good.
(14-10) our score. It is Eastview leading over your Westwood Warriors as we get set for second half action. Game number 1, 2023 Texas high school football season underway. Boy, what a great time of year it is. A little football action happening right here if we can get things to cool off, maybe just a tad bit. I was thinking about this earlier, y'all, because I was thinking about football in the heat, and I remember vividly last year it really didn't feel cool at all to me until the Manor game. That was a road game. We were on the road. Westwood was on the road. We go to Manor, And I think that was the second to the last game of the year. It was finally cold that day, or that night. Man, that was November. Here's the kickoff. And this one will sail into the end zone. So first down coming up here for Eastview as they will get set to go. Ty Blair will bring the offense out. Oh, and I'll tell you this story for Eastview. Cormac Guerrero, the sophomore, the athlete as he is listed on the roster. That is the guy that, man, I'll tell you, he did so much there. He had the 78-yard touchdown catch. Really pulled Eastview back into this game. The offense didn't have a whole lot of signs of anything at one point, but I tell you, Guerrero got hot, and they have not taken their foot off the gas since then. Here's Blair out of the gun. They travel left to right. 4 receivers now up to the top. Swing pass out to the far side. Covered up nicely. How about that defensive play? That's how you play some good defense right there. Coming up to make the stop, Scott Uffelman, just on the little swing pass over to the far side.
He's tackled for a loss by number 6.
And it was Guerrero that comes over to make the catch, but Uffelman all over him. 4-yard loss, second down and 14. 3 to the bottom, single receiver short side left. Here's the zone read. The keeper, Blair's got running room out to the 30, the 35, at midfield into Westwood territory, still on his feet at the 30-yard line. He's inside the 30, and he will go down at about the 27-yard line. So there you go. Great zone read right there. And it is Ty Blair on the keeper. And he darts it out all the way from the 21 all the way down to the 30. 11:22 remaining here in the third, just underway here in the second half. Here's Guerrero, big time moves over to the far side. Still shifty. Look at the moves there. It's just the feet do not stop. Breaking tackles to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Eastview. Wow, 30 yards for Guerrero. And he does it again. He looked down about 4 different times. You saw it happening right there. And he's still able to get away and punch it into the end zone. Wow. That's a special athlete right there. I think there may be some discussion over on the far side. He did hit the pylon. Don't know if maybe there's a question if he went out of bounds before that. But here's the discussion at this point. Westwood coaching staff, Coach Anthony Wood out on the field. So the call is a touchdown. Looks like a penalty after the play. So everything is post-play, it seems like. So this is a huge march off here. 15-yard penalty for the extra point. So Driel Deannas is going to have to kick a 35-yard extra point. Let's take a look and see if the lefty can nail this one. Snap is high. Kick is good. No good. Not able to get it through. But it is once again, new half, same thing. Cormac Guerrero putting the hurt here on Westwood. 11:09 remaining in the third quarter. He scored Eastview 20, Westwood 10. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045.
Eastview jumping out as they score immediately. Not even a minute here into the second half. And getting set to put the ball back in the air. Kick, and we are underway. Fielded at the 12. Good running room there. Nice return for Westwood. Out past the 30. And it's Brian Perkins. 28-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 here for the Warriors, now trailing by 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Westwood.
So the Westwood offense gets set to make their way out. There's the offense. First time out on the field here in the second half. Owen Norrell out of the gun. One to the top, two to the bottom, going right to left. Here's the handoff. Damani Stewart to the 40. Continuing to pump those Pistons. Good 5-yard gain right there on first down. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. For the Westwood offense.
Carried by number 11, Damani Stewart. He's brought down by number 45, Zayden Smith.
Xavier Sutton checks back in.
2nd and 3.
Saw some nice flashes there from Sutton in the first half. Line of scrimmage is a 42, standing out of the gun. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Sutton running left. And he needs 3. He gets 4. That'll be a 1st down.
And it's a 1st down, Warriors.
So that'll bring Damani Stewart back into the game. So Sutton with the hard running there. Xavier Sutton, the junior. Ball sitting just shy of the left side hash mark at the 46-yard line, approaching the 10-minute mark remaining in the third. Owen Norrell hands it off. Damani Stewart running left. Big time running room there out past the 45, down to the 43-yard line on the east side or Eastview side of the field.
Carrying in by number 11, Damani Stewart.
So a 1st down there.
1st down, Warriors.
13-yard gain on 1st down for Damani Stewart.
Number 15, Jaime Coral.
And on the stop for Eastview, it's Coral. 1st and 10 from the 44, out of the gun, snap a little low. Able to scoop it up and run is Norrell. Does manage to get a couple of yards out of that. Marquise Murray the second will check in as he will relieve, it looks like, checking out Tim Kim. Luis Castillo in on the stop there for Eastview. Clock rolling with 9:20 remaining, 20 to 10. Westwood trails Eastview. And the Warriors in a quick huddle. Now up to the line of scrimmage. Murray up on the top side, 2 receivers down to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Owen Norrell now rolling left, fires, and just throws this one out of bounds as the pressure was coming from the backside. Coming mighty quick was Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith really trailing the quarterback there, as having to get out of the pocket was Norrell, and fires that over into the Westwood sideline. Clock stops with 8:54 remaining in the third. And a big 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Warriors, trailing by 10. play. 5 seconds on the play clock. This is going to have to happen real quick. Now 3-2. Now up to the line. And I don't know if a timeout was called. Did get the timeout. Did get the timeout called, but I'll tell you, not by much. Not by much. That play clock was winding itself way down. Westwood does get the timeout. I want to tell you about my friend Big Ed Lundry. Ed Lundry Real Estate, Residential, Commercial, Farm and Ranch Development. Over 1,200 families Ed Lundry has helped buy, sell, invest in real estate. One family, one team, one community. It's Ed Lundry Real Estate. I'm sure we will talk to him during the season as well. He is a proud supporter for many, many years of Westwood Warrior football and the Westwood Warrior Football Booster Club. So the first time out there taken by Westwood. And here comes the offense back out. Out of the shotgun once again, dropping back, looking, fires. This one trying to make a sliding grab over the middle, but incomplete. A very quick hitter there. The pass just a little shy, and it'll bring up 4th down and 9 coming up for the Warriors.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 15, Lane Wood. Number 15, Jaime Coral on the coverage.
And here's Westwood getting set to punt it away. So not the drive Westwood needed there. Here comes Josh Hansen. Hansen's punt. Fair catch called for and made there by Guerrero.
The fair catch is called, and Eastview will take over.
And it'll be first down for Eastview. So Eastview leading 20-10.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, pull out your phones
Game
and follow us at
number 2 coming up, second game of the year next week. It'll be a Thursday night game at Historic House Park in Austin, taking on the Austin High Maroons. Austin High in a pretty good game tonight, it looks like.
You're the winner of 2 Westwood football tickets.
So here's the first down play coming up. Blair will hand it off, running here to the near side. All kinds of running room. Out to about the 17-yard line. Nice run right there. As Jalen Edmondson
Number 28, Jalen Edmondson
takes it out about a yard shy. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Quick pass over to the far side. Hauled in by Guerrero. And he will take it out to the 23. And it'll be a first down for Eastview.
Guerrero for a first down.
Out of the shotgun once again for the first down play. The give. Nice stop there by Westwood, this time on Edmondson. On the stop, Henry Kabelka, senior defensive end for the Warriors. This year wearing number 26. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. 7:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Triangle formation, the receivers up to the top. Now make it 4, as going out to the far side, Luke Martin as well. Swinging it out to the far side. Big defensive stop right there. Loss of a play. Loss on the play. And it's Fred Fisher once again swooping in to make the huge stop. Fisher has been the defensive player of the game to this point here for Westwood. And he does it again right there with a huge stop and a huge loss. Six-yard loss. 3rd down at 16. Here's Blair out of the gun. Single back next to him. Blair drops back. Pressure coming. Fires this one. Picked off. Scott Uffelman at the 30-yard line. And there's the turnover Westwood needed. Scott Uffelman 3 interceptions in a game last year. And here he is with the first pick and the first defensive turnover of the year for Westwood. And they needed that one big time. Going to give the offense a very short field right here with 6:28 remaining here in the third.
18-yard line.
20-10 is the score. Westwood will take over at the 18-yard line of Eastview. Here comes the offense out. Owen Norrell, Damani Stewart. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, single receiver short side right, standing out of the gun. Here is Norrell. 3-step drop, looking, fires to the far side. Stewart, and the pass falls incomplete. Stewart was trying to trail that one, and he had 3 Patriots coming for him.
Number 11, Damani Stewart.
But it does fall out of bounds.
It's broken up by number 7, Felix Avila.
And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Out of the shotgun once again. Pitch to the near side. Turning upfield is Stewart. For a gain of about 3.
Carry again by number 11, Damani Stewart.
Hard running right there for Stewart. In on the stop, it's Castillo. In on the stop for Eastview. Gain of 4. 3rd down and 6. Ball resting on the 14-yard line here for Westwood. Now standing out of the shotgun. Trips to the top side. 2 receivers to the bottom. Snap a little low. Norrell able to scoop it up. Owen runs, trying to dig to the 10-yard line. But he's hit and dropped just shy of the 10.
Number 10, Owen Norrell on the keeper. Brought down again by number 33, Luis Castillo.
So going to be about 3 yards, 2.5 yards shy of the first down. .5:27 remaining in the third quarter. Personnel changes here for the Warriors.
4th and 2 for the Warriors.
And it will be officially 4th down and 3. Nias Vance into the ball game for the first time at running back. So Vance checks in back into the ball game. Lane Wood up to the top side. So here's a 4th down and 3 play and a timeout taken by Eastview. We will take it with them. 5:22 remaining in the third quarter. It's Eastview 20, Westwood 10. Round Rock ISD football continues in just a moment.
Visit May Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Iron Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious, and proud sponsor of Westwood football.
4th down and 3 play coming up here for Westwood, trailing by 10. And it looks like it will be a field goal opportunity once again. Here's Zavala. Good from 32 earlier. This one is up and good.
And the field goal attempt.
So 2 for 2 for Zavala. Westwood draws closer. 5:17 remaining in the third quarter. New score, Eastview 20, Westwood 13. Westwood Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Reeves Athletic Complex. 20-13, Westwood draws closer on the field goal from Pablo Zavala. And that is how we stand at 20-13. Westwood will get set to kick it off. Zavala with the ball on the tee. 3 men back for Eastview. They stand back around the 10. So here's the kickoff. And Zavala boots another one right through the end zone. So there's a little bit of a change that we've seen the last few years for Westwood. We've seen Westwood do a lot on kickoffs where they do the short kick.
Eastview will take over from their own 25-yard line.
But these have gone through the end zone each and every time from Zavala. It'll be first down coming up for the Eastview Patriots out of District 11-5A Division 1, the Georgetown Independent School District. So here's Ty Blair out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the bottom, single receiver to the top. Hand off. Good running room right there for Edmondson. Edmondson gain of about 6 yards there on the first down play. Bring up second down and 4 out to the 31-yard line. Second down play. Blair with a single back in the backfield. Single receiver to the top side. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Here's Edmondson once again running left. And he'll pick up 2 more out to the 33. Bring up third down and short. Third down and about 2. Clock rolling. 4:38 remaining in the third quarter.
Number 33, Chase Cunningham.
3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Single receiver to the top. Westwood showing blitz. And here's Edmondson trying to bounce to the outside. He'll pick up the first down. Takes on a couple of Warriors head on over on the far side as he goes out of bounds.
Edmondson again on the carry. Number 6, Scott
Effelman in on the stop for the Warriors. Or pardon me, first down Patriots. Ball at the 37. Here's Blair out of the shotgun. Edmondson. So it looks like very content right here, Eastview, to use Edmondson on the ground and chew up the clock and let this run as Edmondson comes in to make this, Edmondson once again, and on the stop once again is Uffelman. 4 minutes remaining in the third. Here's Ty Blair at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time on the play clock. 2 receivers short side left. 2 receivers down to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Man in motion. And now Plants. Here's a handoff. Edmondson trying to run right. And he's hogtied right there. Good job to come in and make the stop by Fred Fisher once again. So Fisher leading the charge for Westwood, and it'll bring up third down. Third down and 9 here for Eastview.
Make some noise. It's third down.
So here's another opportunity for the Westwood defense. Blair out of the shotgun. Now Edmondson in motion out to the left side. Looks that way and brought down from behind. Nice job trailing the quarterback that time by Chase Cunningham. And Cunningham drops Ty Blair. And fourth down and 5 coming up for Eastview. And it looks like the punt team will make their way out.
It'll be 4th and 5 for Eastview. Back to receive the punt for Westwood.
Drill Dianis out for the punt. Brian Perkins dropping back. Good deep punt, and it takes a really good Eastview roll too inside the 20 and spins to a stop at the 16-yard line. So that's where the Westwood offense
and the Westwood Warriors will take over,
make their way out.
16-yard line.
2:24 remaining here in the third quarter, and the good guys trailing 20-13. So Westwood drawing first blood in this ball game They've been playing from behind since then. But some good defensive stops there. And able to get the field goal after the turnover. So here's a first down play coming up. Here's Norrell, drops back, fires. This pass a little long right over the middle. Receiver had a step, trying to hit Lane Wood. Wood did have the step there, but little steam there on that one, and it falls incomplete. So that'll bring up second down and 10 coming up for Westwood. Clock rolling, 2:18 showing on the clock for the second down and 10 play. Out of the shotgun, drops back, looking. Norrell trying to do it once again. This time in and out of the hands. Man, so close right there. And it looked like it's Lane Wood was going stride for stride right there with the defender. Thought he had some feet that may have gotten tied up right there. Thought you might see a handkerchief on the ground, but it does not come out. And it's Mendoza back on the coverage there for Eastview. And now third down and 10. Swing pass over to the far side. Turning upfield, still digging, trying to get additional yardage is Perkins. But he's going to be stopped shy of the first down. It's going to be about 4.5 yards shy of the first down. And it's going to bring up fourth down and 4. Looks like officially, but Westwood still deep on their own end of the field right here, so I don't think you're going to get too crazy at this point with a fourth down attempt. 4th and 4 coming up. And that will bring out Hansen to punt it away once again. Ooh, almost blocked right there. That was a close call right there. Guerrero, fair catch called for and made back at the 40.
Fair catch signaled by number 6.
And with 1:22 remaining here in the third quarter,
and Eastview will take
it'll be Eastview back on the field. Still holding on to the 20-13 advantage. Ball sitting on the 40 on the left side hash mark. So here come the Patriots. First down play, trying to sweep it to the near side, turning upfield. And a penalty marker from way back in the secondary as Kareem Edwards, the ball carrier. So we'll wait on the penalty marker.
Flag on the field. Eastview will repeat first down.
So let's await here on the call. 1:14 remaining in the third quarter. And the mark off against the Patriots. First down and 20 coming up here for Eastview. Here's Blair. They fake the zone read, jet sweep. Blair keeps it. And he's driven out of bounds right there. Big time tackle by Josh Hansen coming in to knock him down. Awful close up to the top side right there as he goes around. right around the head area, but we'll call it shoulder pad. We'll call it shoulder pad. Good enough right there. Gain of 7. It'll bring up second down at 13. We're under a minute remaining, friends, here in the third quarter. Here's Blair out of the gun, single back in the backfield. Man goes in motion. That's Guerrero. They do run the jet sweep and trying to go the other direction, and they have gotten Guerrero contained here nicely in the second half. Nice job there by Westwood. Fred Fisher once again leading the charge there for Westwood. Fisher running right with him down the line of scrimmage. Fisher takes him down. And it's a big third down coming up right here. And we are under 10 seconds remaining. Let's take a look and see if we're going to get a playoff here before the end of the quarter. And it looks like we will not. So we will have to wait for the third down and 14. That will be coming up. Big opportunity right here for the Westwood defense to make another stop. 3 quarters complete from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Austin, Texas. Your score, Eastview 20, Westwood 13. Fourth quarter action coming up when Westwood Warrior football, presented by Covert Ford, continues in just a moment.
I've always wanted an EV, but until I saw the sleek Ford Mach-E, I didn't know just how exhilarating it could be to drive one. The Mach-E is the perfect balance between power and utility. And with features like adaptive cruise control, in-dash entertainment screen, and lane monitoring, my daily commute to training is effortless. If you're looking to make the move to the Mach-E, visit Covert Ford in Austin, where you'll become part of the family. CovertFord.com.
To 13 as we head to the fourth quarter. Eastview leading over your Westwood Warriors. Fourth quarter action coming up right now. Here from Kelly Reeves. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast of Warrior football. Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Now Eastview. They will go right to left. Big defensive play right here. Third down and 14 from the 36. Ty Blair sends a man in motion over to the right side. Stops. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Here's Blair dropping back. 3-step drop. Plants. Fires over the middle. That one incomplete. In and out of the hands of Guerrero. As Guerrero cutting across at the midfield stripe. He's trying to slice through the Westwood defenders. It falls out of the hands. Tim Kim back on the coverage for the good guys, and now punting time coming up. Dropping back for the Warriors, it's Brian Perkins. Deannas will punt it away for the Patriots. After the third down stop, just underway here in the fourth quarter. 11:55 remaining in the ball game. Friday Night Lights. Oh, great time of year, man. And a timeout called by Eastview. So we will take this opportunity once again to talk about all of the great Westwood Warrior Football Booster Club sponsors. Abacus, abacusplumbing.net, all of your plumbing, electrical, HVAC, drain, septic, sewer, all of that stuff. Abacus, you can count on us, abacusplumbing.net. Raising Cane's, great conversation with Mike Benitez here. He is the proprietor manager over of the Lakeline location of Raising Cane's. They are proud sponsors. Raising Cane's, sharing our one love with your one love. It is Raising Cane's. Reales, don't forget, your home away from Rome, realispizza.com, right there in the 183 Plaza at Anderson Mill and 183. Highland Dairy, Los Reyes on Lake Creek, man, that's some good stuff right there as well. Nice thing for me, it's easy to talk about these spots because I live right around here as well. So I frequent these as well. And that Los Reyes right there, Lake Creek, that's some fine cuisine, my friends. Here's a punt. That one will take a roll and will come to a stop right around the 21-yard line.
And Westwood will begin their drive.
At Los Reyes, they strive to serve only the most authentic, high-quality Mexican dishes for your enjoyment. And they strive so well that they do it each and every time. So go check them out and tell them that you heard about them right here on Westwood Warrior Football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. So 1st and 10, here's an opportunity for Westwood. Try to draw even here, 20-13. Plenty of time on the clock. And the offense now on the field. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the left side, hash mark. Single receiver short side left. 3 receivers down to the bottom of your screen. Narell fires to Narell, incomplete. Those two just haven't quite been able to get that connection. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 11:40 remaining. Eastview out of that gauntlet of 11-5A Division I with College Station, Georgetown, A&M Consolidated, Cedar Park, Glenn, Hendrickson, and Leander. That's some good company. Swing pass here to the near side. That's caught by Marquise Murray the second. And Marquise out to the 30-yard line. So good gain right there, about 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Coming in on the stop for Eastview, it is Davenport Bell who had the interception earlier. Swing pass. There's Murray once again, picks up the 1st down. Open field in front of him here on the near side. At the 40, got one man to beat. 10, 5, touchdown Westwood. 70 yards for Marquise Murray the second. Pulls it in, just a little swing pass here to the near side. Not to be caught. Murray, 70 yards, how about that? Marquise Murray, the freshman. Mr. Murray, the second. Welcome to Friday Night Lights, my friend. You have just put Westwood within 1 point of tying this up. And not only that, you have excited the crowd here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Here's Zavala out of the hole of Lane Wood. Zavala has been perfect on field goals. Snap is good. Kick is up. Tied ball game, friends. 11:01 remaining here in this ball game. And how about that Marquise Murray the second run? 70 yards. It's Westwood 20, Eastview 20. Warrior Football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network will continue in just a moment.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
We are tied up at 20 from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Westwood has battled back here in the second half. We got us a pretty good little week one contest going on here. And Westwood gets set to kick it away. Back deep, the ever dangerous Cormac Guerrero. Here's Zavala's kick. Once again, right through the end zone.
And once again, Pablo Zavala's kick is out the back of the end zone.
So the big run right there for 70 yards by Marquise Murray the second. Just on a little swing pass. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets into the open field, and if you go back and you watch that play, you're going to see the wheels there on Mr. Murray as once he gets into that open field, he was not going to be caught. And Eastview makes their way back out. Here comes Ty Blair with his offense. Ball at the 20-yard line, ball on the right side, hash mark. 2 receivers split to each side. Blair drops back. Pass over to the far side. is hauled in. Short gain on the play there by Luke Martin. Gain of about 3.
Scott Uffelman.
And it'll be second down at 7 as Uffelman in on the stop. Diego Mercado checks in.
Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
20-20, player down. Looks like Uffelman maybe shaken up just a little bit, but off the field after making the tackle. And second down at 7 coming up. Eastview scrimmaging from their own 28-yard line. There's Ty Blair out of the shotgun. He splits 2 receivers to each side, right side hash mark. Single back in the backfield's Jalen Edmondson. Out of the gun, now in motion from right to left. Snap a little high, that was on the ground. Let's take a look. You got a scrum down there. It's Westwood football. Second turnover of the night, and the defense comes up huge there on the snap a little high. Trouble with the exchange, and it's Fred Fisher, it looks like, coming out with the football. And the second turnover. And the second turnover, just as the first one, deep in Eastview territory. And here's the good guys' opportunity here. Momentum fully with the men in orange here at the moment. And the offense marches back out. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Here's Owen Norrell. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Damani Stewart plunges right up the gap. Hit the B gap right there, right past the 20-yard line, all the way down to the 15. Second down and 2 coming up here for Westwood. Going right back with Stewart. Stewart will dive forward. That's going to be close to the first down over. Looking at the stick on the far side. And it will be a first down. Needed 2. He got about 2.5. So the sticks move. Clock rolls, 9:55 to go. First and 10. Westwood from the Eastview 13. Out of the gun. Here's Owen Norrell up to the line of scrimmage. He'll step back once again. Play clock at 15. 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. And it is Stewart. May have been the hardest 2 yards that he has gained tonight. Stewart able to lunge forward. Luis Castillo in on the stop. Castillo's been really good on defense tonight here for Eastview. And he comes in on the stop once again as we approach the 9-minute mark remaining in this contest. Second down and 7, ball sitting at the 10-yard line. Westwood trying to capitalize on the second Eastview turnover. First time it was a 32-yard field goal. Looking for a big number here. Here's the handoff. Stewart blasting up right towards the goal line. It's going to be a first down. He's just shy of the goal line. Stewart all the way down to about the 1.5-yard line. And Damani Stewart, we watched him last year in the two-horse attack that we used to call it. It was Thunder and Lightning with he being the Thunder. You've definitely seen the Thunder tonight here from Damani Stewart. And it's first down coming up. Ball sitting at the 2-yard line. Clock rolling with 8:27 remaining here in the ball game. Westwood trying to go ahead. Out of the shotgun, Owen Norrell. 2 receivers split to the far side. The tight end is Mike Davis. Here's the give. Damani Stewart sidesteps into the end zone. Touchdown Westwood. Penalty marker here on the near side of the field. So we'll have to check the penalty marker. But that was Stewart. Took a little step to the left. And it's a false start against Westwood, so they'll back it up. It was a nice run there by Stewart. Takes a little jab step to the left, and then fires back to the right, and I'm doing those steps as I'm breaking that down for you folks, so I make sure and step on the right foot. The words got to match what I'm saying. So a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up second down and goal. This is going to back it up to the 7. Clock stops with 8:15, 8:15 remaining. And the ball sitting not quite in the center of the field, shaded just a tad bit over towards the right side hash mark. And it looks like Westwood will take their second timeout of the half. We will take it with them. 8:14 remaining. Live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, Round Rock ISD football. Week number 1, friends. It's football season. We're tied up at 20, Westwood and Eastview. Round Rock ISD football continues in just a moment.
Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. With stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
Tied up at 20, 8:14 remaining in the ball game. Westwood with an opportunity right here as the men in orange have stormed back here in the second half to tie this ball game, and now trying to convert after a turnover deep in Eastview territory by the Patriots. First and goal from the 7. 3 receivers to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. That's Mike Davis. Here's a handoff. Stewart running hard. Stewart into the end zone. Waiting on the official sign. No, he's going to be just shy. Marked at the half-yard line. At the half-yard line is going to be the spot. So it'll bring up second and goal. And that ball is oh so close. I got a feeling it's going to be double stick time once again. Oh, a little trouble with the ball, and Norrell able to fall on it. My goodness, how disastrous would that have been? Right there sniffing the goal line. Trouble on the exchange right there as Norrell was trying to get the ball into the breadbasket there as Stewart. But Norrell able to fall back on top of the football. So interesting thing now, tied up at 20, Westwood knocking on the door right here. Each team, keep this in mind, only one timeout remaining here in the second half. So here's third and goal now operating from the 3-yard line. Owen Norrell takes a snap, turns upfield running right, and fires into the end zone. Touchdown Westwood. 3-yard run for Owen Norrell. And Westwood goes back ahead. What a comeback effort here for the Warriors. Defense has been tremendous, causing turnovers, and the offense has done what they need to do. And now here comes Pablo Zavala, who has been great all night. Lane Wood will set it down, and this is blown dead before we ever get the snap. So let's check the indication. Looks like a false start against the good guys. So we'll go back 5 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a flag on the field.
And for Zavala, it's indeed the false start. So 25-yard extra point is what this will equate to here after the mark-off. Here's Zavala. Lane Wood sets it down, and Zavala splits the uprights.
And the kick is good.
Westwood able to convert after the turnover, putting 7 on the board 7 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Westwood surges ahead. It's Westwood 27, Eastview 20. Warrior football continues in just a moment.
Visit Maze Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at mazestreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
If you're looking for a special medical spa to bring out the beauty that's in you, come visit us at Ginger Allure Med Spa. At Ginger Allure, we treat our staff and patients like family. We're here to embrace, enhance, and showcase your natural beauty with a full range of services such as injectables, laser treatments, permanent makeup, microblading, and more. We provide free consultations for all of our services to answer any of your questions. Visit us online at gingerallure.com or give us a call at 512-709-0161. Ginger Allure Med Spa, the classic approach to a new you.
27-20 is our score. Westwood leads over the Eastview Patriots. Getting set to kick this away. Here's Zavala. 3 deep for Eastview. Zavala, this one taken at the 10. First one he hasn't put through the end zone. This is Guerrero. Here's Guerrero making moves at the 25. Penalty marker on the field. 30, 35. Breaking tackles and brought down at the 38-yard line. So Guerrero goes down there. Pardon me, that was Christian Mendoza. And we'll have to check the flag. This was a little further back as that play was developing, and that as Mendoza was breaking tackles and moving every which direction. It's going to be a holding call against Eastview. So as that typically does happen, you get a holding call that allows a seam to open up a little bit. And that's the case there. So this is going to set Eastview. Let's check the mark off here. Okay, there's 2 footballs on the field. We were still sitting at the 40. They were exchanging pigskin, so this looks more in line with what is happening here. All the way back to the 21 is going to be the spot. 6:52 remaining, 1st and 10. 27-20 is the score as Westwood has gone ahead. Here comes Eastview back out. Ty Blair hands it off. And good hard running right there for Kareem Edwards. As Edwards bounces out for 6 on 1st down.
Carried by number 4, Kareem Edwards.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 4. One timeout. Cunningham in on the stop for the Warriors. Standing out of the gun. Here's Blair, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Blair calls for the ball. Drops back, fires this one here to the near side, turning upfield's Guerrero, and he goes out of bounds at the 28.
That's complete to number 6, Cormac Guerrero.
And that should be enough for a Eastview first down, and indeed it is. Kind of recapping the second half right here. It's been a tale of 2 Eastview turnovers that have resulted in 10 Westwood points that have allowed Westwood to answer that 10-point deficit that we saw earlier and now lead by 7 with 6:20 remaining in the contest. Here's Blair rolling right downfield, fires to the far side. That is caught. Jarring hit at the end of the play. That's going to be a 10-yard reception and a first down as it's Luke Martin on the far side. And it's Uffelman in on the stop, so good to see Scotty back out on the field. 1st and 10 for Eastview. Just run and shoot offense, you want to call it here for Eastview and head coach Michael Wall. Here's Blair trying to set the screen up once again, cutting across. This is Guerrero, and he's bottled up nicely as he goes across. Coming in is Cunningham. So Cunningham chases him down and drops him. After a gain of about 4, it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Clock continues to roll with 5:50 remaining. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line of the Patriots. Here Blair out of the gun once again. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Single back in the backfield standing to the left of the quarterback. 2-man front. This one nearly over the head. Blair wasn't even looking. This is way back, and Blair able to fall on it way back around the 20-yard line. Looks like just no communication right there as Blair was up at the line of scrimmage. It looks like he was actually talking to the running back, and the ball snapped and goes right by him. And that is a huge loss, setting up all the way back to the 19-yard line. So I'm going to try to do some math here. 3rd down and 30. 3rd and 30 coming up right here. So here's Blair. 7-point advantage for Westwood. Man in motion over to the far side. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom, empty backfield. Blair drops back, fires over the middle. That's caught, but nowhere to go right there as Guerrero catches it. And as soon as he catches it, he's got a Westwood Warrior right in his face. And that's a big stop right there by Aiden Chang. And it will bring up 4th down and long. 1 timeout remaining here for Eastview. And there's a penalty marker at the end of the play back in the backfield, holding the call against Eastview. So Eastview not doing themselves any favors whatsoever here in the second half. And it's going to be 4th and long. And here comes the punt team out. So dropping back will be Brian Perkins once again. Snap is there. Here's the punt. This is going to take a roll and come to a stop at the 20. So now it'll be the Westwood offense. 4:55 remaining, 1 timeout apiece for both teams. And the Warrior offense, which has been superb here in the second half. This is a good opportunity right here as we have watched Damani Stewart handle the workload here with the rushing attack tonight for the Warriors. And you have to think this is definitely Damani Stewart time right now. Damani Stewart, I don't have it officially, but Damani Stewart probably averaging 4.5 to 5 yards a carry. So this is an opportunity right now where you put the ball in the hands of number 11 and just let him milk this clock for all that you may be able to at this point. Get you a couple of first downs and you might be able to put this one to bed. Here comes Owen Norrell. Scrimmaging from the 20-yard line, ball in the middle of the field. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top, and it is Stewart. Stewart running right up the middle there as he had a lead block from Mike Davis. Runs into a pile of white jerseys right there. Coming in on the stop, it is Isaiah Davenport Bell. Gain of a couple, 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to roll with 4:30 remaining in the ball game. Xavion Sutton will make his way in. He has spelled Damani Stewart tonight, and he's done it really well. So here's a 2nd down and 8 play from their own 22-yard line. Owen Norrell on the handoff. It's Sutton. Sutton running off a left guard. Gain of about a yard out to the 23. So you're setting yourself up here in a 3rd down and 7 coming up. Ideally, you'd want 3rd down and 3 or less, but 7. Westwood trying to sustain this drive. 3 receivers down to the bottom. Single receiver up to the top. Damani Stewart back into the ball game. He stands to the left of Owen Norrell. Norrell out of the gun. Calls for the ball, fires to the near side, turning upfield, the 25, out to the 30. That's going to be close to the 1st down, and that's Marquise Murray, the 2nd once again. So Murray has made some pivotal plays, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the 1st down. Line to gain was the 30, and it looks like the ball being spotted at the 29. So 4th down and 1 coming up right here for Westwood, and talk about decision time. 27-20, 4th and 1 at your own 29-yard line. You've got a running back that 9.5 times out of 10 is going to pick this up. But are you ready to roll the dice with 3:26 remaining ahead this deep in your own side of the field? Anthony's going to take a timeout to answer that question for us, and we will have that answer when we come back. 27-20, it's Westwood leading over Eastview, 3:26 to go. Round Rock ISD football will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Longtime MacLeod parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact
4th and 1, and it looks like Westwood will punt it away. Guerrero drops back. Oh, it's covered once again. And this, not a good punt. Short punt. That's the second time that the heat has come from Eastview on a punt. And that ball, let's check the official spot here. It looks like it's going to be spotted at the 42-yard line of Westwood. 3:16 remaining. So if you're Eastview, you like this field position. And here come the Patriots. Here comes Ty Blair. Edmondson shuffles off the field. Penalty marker here before the snap. This is going to be against Eastview. Looked like Eastview wanted to get everyone out and they wanted to go on a quick snap. But for one thing, they had too many players on the field. And they'll start 1st and 15. Now from the 47. Out of the gun, here's Blair, 2-step drop, looking, pass, complete here to the near side, hauled in by Luke Martin,
Pass complete to number 2, Luke Martin.
all the way to the 25-yard line.
He's brought down by number 22, Ananias Vance.
Nice Vance in on the stop. Line of scrimmage is at 25. 3:07 remaining in the ballgame. Here's Blair out of the gun, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, single back in the backfield. Blair drops back. He will run, and Caius Coy drops him for a 1-yard loss as he was trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. So Coy
Brought down by number 5,
lays the
Caius
shoulder
Coy.
down nicely right there to drop the quarterback with the clock rolling. 1 timeout still remaining for Eastview. Here's Ty Blair out of the shotgun, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Drops back, looking downfield. Fires, pass a little long, trying to hit Guerrero here on the near side, down in the corner.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 6.
And it falls incomplete.
Guerrero.
3rd down and 11 coming up for Eastview. 2:38 remaining in the ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise.
Nothing like a opening night nail biter, folks. And that's what this one has turned into. Westwood folks on their feet. Here's Blair out of the gun, trips to the top, single receiver down to the bottom. Ty Blair now rolling to the far side, looking, pressure coming, fires, that pass. Trying to tell it's complete. Let's check the spot. Complete all the way down to the 18-yard line, so needed to get to the 50. And that was Phillip Brown in on the reception. 4th down and 3 coming up. Here's a chance for the Westwood defense. Blair out of the gun. Triangle formation. The receivers up to the top. Single receiver down to the bottom. Single back in the backfield. Man in motion going from right to left. Here's Blair. Takes a snap. Penalty marker on the field. Blair flushed out of the pocket. Given chase. Turns. Breaks one tackle. Fires. That pass is incomplete on the far side. There is still a penalty marker here on the near side of the field. Let's check the penalty marker here on the near side, as Henry Kabelka was the one that got on Blair on the far side and shoved him all the way over towards the right side of the field, put massive pressure on him and forced that pass, as Blair was able to get away. And you do have a player down over on the far side. Blair was able to get away, and it will be Westwood football. That call against Eastview. So it was Henry Kabelka with that initial pressure right there on Ty Blair. Caused him to get out of the pocket and cause that errant throw. And 2:18 remaining, and the Warriors will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 18-yard line. (27-20) here in game 1. What a cool night. Cool in the sense of a great game. Westwood offense marches back out. Ball sitting on the left side hash mark, traveling left to right. 18-yard line. One timeout for Eastview remaining. Handoff, Damani Stewart. Big time running room right there. 9.5 yards on first down. And Damani putting Westwood ahead of the sticks right here on the first play on first down.
Carried by number 11, Damani Stewart.
So Stewart
Brought down by number 7, Felix Avila.
does pick up the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10. Play clock at 17. Westwood is going to run this down as far as possible. Game clock is not rolling, which I don't understand why, because we there was not a timeout. You did have a first down. You are probably, I think you have probably should have burned about at least 12 seconds by now, and we're still sitting at 2:04. I would assume that the clock should have wound as soon as the sticks were placed in place with the first down. But we're still sitting at 2:04, as Eastview has not taken their final timeout. Still showing a timeout on the board. And now everything has stopped. You can see there on your screen. And we will stay at 2:04. And now the play clock has gone to 0. Now it's being reset. So we'll reset the play clock to 25. The game clock is now rolling. 2 minutes remaining here in the contest. That's a bizarre sequence right there. I don't really know how to explain it any other way, folks, than what I did there. And here come the Warriors up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, ball resting at the 28-yard line. Snap, handoff. Stewart up the gut. He's got all kinds of running room. At midfield into Eastview territory. He's at the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Damani Stewart. Icing on the cake. Good night. Westwood blows it open. Damani Stewart. Big time touchdown there. Been talking about thunder all night long. There's your lightning right there. Give him a little bit of running room, and he's going to make you pay for it. Damani Stewart. 74 yards. And 1:30 remaining. Here comes the Iceman, Pablo Zavala, for the extra point. Lane Wood will set it down. Kick is up and good. Zavala stays perfect on the night. 1:30 remaining. Cardiac Kids in the second half tonight, friends. 1:30 remaining. It's Westwood 34, Eastview 20. Warrior football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network continues in just a moment.
RJAC Pressure Washing, Epoxy and Stain. Veteran owned and operated, serving Central Texas. For the last 10 years, residential and commercial services available, here for all your decorative flooring needs. Call us at 512-593-8567. That's 512-593-8567.
Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex electrified by Damani Stewart. 74-yard touchdown run. Westwood has come alive here in the second half, erasing a 10-point deficit, now leading 34-20 over Eastview here in game number 1 of a brand new football season, y'all. Football season, my goodness. We've had some preseason. You've got college football, 0 week tomorrow. I did a fantasy football draft last night. Made my donation for the season to my 17-year same football league, and now calling some action tonight. It's a great time of the year. Here's the kick fielded. Now running over to the far side, trying to find some running room off the one hop, as it was Keyston Rainey that scooped that up and took it back for about an 11-yard return. And with a $1:20 remaining and one timeout, it's going to be Eastview with one last hope. And here come the Patriots out onto the field. Ty Blair, 2 receivers split to each side. Line of scrimmage is the 24. Clap of the hands. Blair drops back. Fires to the far side. Great defense once again. Uffelman there to cover up Luke Martin. 109.
He's brought down by number 6, Scott Uffelman.
Uffelman, busy man tonight. Already an interception in the bucket for number 6. And it looks like Uffelman will come off momentarily as Diego Mercado makes his way into the contest. Clock stops, 1:06 remaining. Second down and 6. The line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line for the Eastview Patriots out of Georgetown ISD in the hotly contested 11-5A Division I. Snap, drops back, looking, fires the screen. That's caught over on the far side. First down and more. Out past the 40, the 45, down to about the 47, as it's Kareem Edwards able to haul that in out of the backfield. So Edwards, now it looks like you got a Warrior down. This is, again, you do see this in opening games, is especially one of the things that, just talking to various folks around the area, what's been so important with is hydration, obviously, but when you get into a marathon football game, it's one thing with practice and so forth and scrimmages and all of that, but that's one of the tests where you see a lot of cramping. You see all of that here in these early season games because these athletes' bodies haven't been doing this to this extent. But they are by all means in game shape, in game condition, and ready to go. Looks like coming off the field there is Kabelka, who's had a superb night, was actually in on the stop there of that play. Snap a little low for Blair, fires over to the far side, just shy of the midfield stripe. He hits Luke Martin. Martin's going to be down at the midfield stripe. He was covered up quickly. Still a timeout remaining. 35 seconds showing on the clock. Brown in on the stop. Here's Blair. Rolling. Pocket collapsing. Pressure coming from every direction. Gets a block. Looks. Fires downfield, and that one's short.
Pass incomplete. Intended for number 6.
Blair trying to make something happen right there. I'll tell you, never quit attitude right there from Ty Blair. He ran about 30 yards trying to make a play happen. But as I mentioned at the open, 1-9 last year, this Eastview Ball Club, but I mentioned vastly improved, and you can see it from what you've seen tonight. You see the veteran leadership here with Ty Blair, the junior quarterback. He's got a lot of weapons. He's got a lot of weapons on this team. So the improvement very evident here from Eastview here in game number 1. This pass complete over on the far side. And that will be hauled in by Guerrero. So 8 seconds remaining. That'll be a first down for Eastview. Just as well with Westwood. Have to be impressed with this team as well. What's been impressive is the second half. This second half has just been tremendous. The defense tightened itself up here and forcing 2 turnovers. I'll recap it here when we're done, but just observations at this point. Here's Blair flushed out of the pocket. Time about to expire. Blair looking, and he's knocked out of bounds there, and that will be the end of the ball game.
And that's the end of
Westwood
the ball game.
comes back from 10 down.
Their final score, Westwood 34, Eastview
And these Warriors
20.
mount a comeback and pitch a shutout here in the second half. Final score, it's Westwood 34, Eastview 20. Stick around, folks. Post-game show coming up. Give you a preview of next week. We'll take a trip to the Covert Ford scoreboard, see what else may still be happening in the area. Again, the final is Westwood 34, Eastview 20. Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network continues in just a moment.
I've always wanted an EV, but until I saw the sleek Ford Mach-E, I didn't know just how exhilarating it could be to drive one. The Mach-E is the perfect balance between power and utility. And with features like adaptive cruise control, in-dash entertainment screen, and lane monitoring, my daily commute to training is effortless. If you're looking to make the move to the Mach-E, visit Covert Ford in Austin, where you'll become part of the family. CovertFord.com.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
ISD football on the iHSFAN Network. Final score, Warriors win it over Eastview by a score of 34-20. I must say, doing it in very fine fashion, trailing in the first half, trailing by 10 points, and then just a great second half shutout. And 34-20, the final score, as Westwood answers a couple of turnovers forced by the defense. Defense maybe looked a little suspect at the beginning of the ball game, but they tightened up nicely, causing those turnovers, and most importantly, causing the turnovers and causing them deep in Eastview territory. And as I mentioned, the 2 turnovers leading to 10 Westwood points, which was the difference that they trailed at one point in this ball game. But just so many different things that you can take out of this for Westwood. And the thing about it, just first and foremost, is defense, you got to talk about Fred Fisher. Fred Fisher with just an amazing ball game tonight, leading the defense. He, along with Henry Kubelka, and Fisher are going to be the leaders of this defense. They're going to be their returnees, their lettermen, their stalwarts. They're going to be the guys that, as they go, this defense is going to go, and that's exactly what happened in that second half. Those two guys showed that leadership and tightened it up. Their team rallied with them, causing the turnovers. And then over on the offensive side, kind of the same situation right there. You've got a quarterback now with Owen Norrell. He's back for his senior season, and he looks as poised and primed as he ever has. You can tell with this guy, he's been at that quarterback position here for 3 years now, but really coming into his own here this evening. And again, showing that senior leadership that is so important when you get a team like this. That, my other point, that you have guys like Brian Perkins and Marquise Murray, actually the one that probably really flipped this game with his 78-yard run, the freshman, making a huge play in his first varsity game on Friday night. What more can you say about that? Great team win for the Warriors. They are 1-0. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area before we set you off onto the rest of your Friday evening. Lake Travis wins over Arlington Martin by a score of 13-6. San Antonio Piper, boy, big time hurt there for Glenn tonight, 62-0. Hayes Consolidated, they lead Aikens at the moment. That is a 36-0 ball game. Take a look at this, and you may have caught it here on the iHSFAN network, jumping around back and forth, or maybe you've come to this game after that game. Weiss over Round Rock, 37-7. It's very stunning that Round Rock loses their season opener. It's even more stunning that they lose in that fashion. 37-7 the final. You got a good one going on with Austin High and Stony Point. These guys have been locked up all night long. They are still at 21-21. That's showing a third quarter score. I'm sure they've probably moved into the fourth now. Battle of the Cedars. It looks like the guys down the road, the green ones, it looks like they are back, and it looks like they're kind of clicking the way that they have in the past. They win over Cedar Ridge by a score of 29-7. It's Leander over Pflugerville in a couple traditional game right there. 48-28, it is Leander over Pflugerville. Georgetown over Coppers Cove, 37-7. Maynard Newtek over Eastside. That's a 47-0 score. And you have Hutto leading San Marcos in the third quarter. They're heading to the fourth by a score of 42-14. Again, our final score here, it is Westwood winning over Eastview by a final score of 34-20. Westwood is 1-0. And they get set to head to Historic House Park, as that will be next Thursday night. You can catch it right here on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Thursday night, if you don't feel like fighting that downtown Austin traffic, we will have you covered right here on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Once again, friends, it's been a pleasure bringing you this ball game. Glad to be back for another season of Round Rock ISD football, of Westwood football. Boy, Westwood, you and I have been doing this for quite a while, guys. Quite a while. Great to be back in the saddle again. Friends, we will catch you next Thursday night from Historic House Park in Austin, Texas. Until then, you all have a great weekend. Remember, be nice to someone. You never know what they're going through. You're going to feel better as well afterwards. My name is Rodney Rodriguez. We will see you next time for Round Rock ISD football on the iHSFAN Webcast Network. Good night, everybody.